tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbirds sing. Roots run deep and the canopy wide. A timeless world where we reside. Hear the echo of ancient lore through the hollow and forest floor, a symphony of life untamed, where every shadow holds a name. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our woodland home where dreams take flight, a sacred haven bathed in light. From the
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
How are you?
Doing alright? I'm very excited.
Excited for what you're about to do to us? Excited to have Alex back.
Yeah, Alex, as well as to what I'm gonna do to you guys. Excited to go to Mineros.
What?
The third layer.
Ah, that's the third layer. That's where the Black Razor is, right?
Hypothetically, yeah.
Well, yeah. I know who it's with, but whether he's on that layer or not is a different question.
Right. The last time you saw it was with Malcolm, one of the Dukes of Mineros, under Ramon's rule, of course.
Yeah.
That
But it's
was
whether
Mamon's
Mammon...
fault, though.
It's
So,
whether, yeah. I mean, or it could just be that Mammon's decided to venture to a different plane.
right.
Well, I know this is at least the plane of who is in ownership of the Black Razor.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we're gonna get into some trouble on this layer.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about this layer is that's kind of the only thing you have going for this layer, in terms of goals.
Is there no soul in this layer? Huh?
No?
Okay, well, I guess I've got to convince the others to go on a death-defying break into a vault of the Archdevil
Right.
for a sword
There is,
that they don't know
actually,
I want.
Actually, I'll make a handout for the souls and stuff and where they are in Roll20, because every time I'm just looking at the Discord DM handouts or my notes. But
Yeah.
you guys have that information too, so I'll just make a.
In the last session, I have made a note to get Luca to identify the glaive. So I guess, well, he's not going to be here, so I guess it's on you to identify for me.
Yeah, we can do that. That's no problem. Oh, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hello,
You
hello,
sound-
hello.
You sound excited.
I thought we started an hour later than this.
No.
I can't find proof anymore, but I swear the announcement said an hour later.
Yeah, that's because I didn't update that thing, and that was still saying it was session 32.
The clocks
That'll
have
do it.
changed.
And
Look.
by yeah, at that point there was still no thingy changing the, so that's why it said that.
You know, I must have lost track of what session we were on. That's
I mean, it makes sense. You haven't been here for like what, 3 months, 2
yeah,
months.
it's been a second.
Yeah. Hey guys, I made the Souls location thing for you guys because thought that would be handy to have in the Roll20.
Nice.
Yeah, and I was just talking about it with Al. You guys are about to go to Mineros, or at least that's the plan. But there's no actual soul on Mineros. Which you guys need to get.
Oh, it's just
I
gonna be a
guess-
fun vacation. It's gonna be like the vacation episode in an anime when it's like there's nothing really mission like to
Hey.
do.
We have something to get on this layer. Little sword that Al wants.
Oh,
Another one.
sick.
How many have you got on your hip now?
3 swords, 1 glaive. But this is the sword that I wanted before I got the 9 lives stealer, so.
We're playing with encumbrance now, right? So Al, what's your strength?
-1.
Oh, okay. Can he carry all these swords?
That's a good question.
Good point, actually. Have I got?
Are you encumbered? No, you're probably not.
Are you
I don't.
encumbered?
I don't think so, but I haven't added the weight for the glaive.
Oh my god, look how much things
Am I
you
missing
don't
a lot
have
of
weight
weight?
on. You probably should add some weight to all these things. Like, most of them are like the ones that really matter do have weight.
Yeah, I don't think I've actually done any weight since like earlier on in the campaign when we first arrived in the hills. But my
Yeah.
character sheet isn't opening.
Like all the weapons and stuff, you just take the normal weight of like the weapons that are listed in the on the 5e tools and stuff. I love how attunement is in there.
In my
inventory.
It's a great
My
idea.
favorite weapon.
is is achievement in my inventory.
Yeah, it says attunement free in inventory.
I think that's just how he tracks his attunement slots.
How the
Yeah, for
fuck
some-
did you have a brain tadpole in your inventory?
Yeah, I've had that since we fought the mind flare.
Well, actually, it's not a brain tadpole. It says brain tadpolo.
Yeah. I'm Italian, didn't you know? Tadpolo. Oh yeah, there's a lot. I mean, I don't have that short. I don't know where that short. What that short sword is. I think that's just.
Just a short sword.
Yeah, but I don't have a short sword.
Well, I guess you do.
What?
I don't know. It's in your inventory. Don't ask me.
Is that
Probably
not
have one.
part of the starting weapon? That I just
yeah,
haven't
I think
removed.
that's your starting weapon still.
Ah man, I would have gotten rid of that years ago. First thing I'll do is just throw a short sword in the river Styx.
It's gonna be like in early levels of Skyrim where you're just like, I don't need this iron dagger. Get rid of this.
The real ones know that you loot everything and then sell
Yeah.
everything.
Any
yeah,
RPG game, nothing but
Or
loot.
or
Or
in
maybe
terms of like
come back.
iron and stuff, you can also melt it and then make like things out of it and get your smithing up. That's
So
pretty
you
cool.
guys will like walk as slow as you can back to Whiterun. Like you'll walk at like the slowest speed you can get
No, dude,
to sell the
you-
stuff.
You should have a horse.
Come on. You
That's
have a companion that has unlimited carry weight. Just
I'm
put
Well,
it-
they
talking
sure
about-
do not have a limited carry weight.
Well, they
you've
hadn't
also
when
got
I
portions
played
of
it.
strength.
I'm talking about low level Skyrim here, guys. Like
Just
All you
steal a
do
horse, Ian. Come
all you
on.
do is just take a couple of portions of strength to boost up your carry capacity, then fast travel whilst they're active, and then just dump everything off at your house.
Yep.
Ian, these guys are
Mid-maxing.
lunatics. I'm not siding with them here.
You got to
There's a
min-max your
limit.
playthroughs.
Curious to know, like I played Skyrim. My first probably 1,000 hours of Skyrim was on an illegal cracked version, so I don't have the how many hours I've played, but
I've lost count.
it
I
was
played
actually,
200 plus on PlayStation 3 when it first came out, and then I moved out of where I was living, so then I had to start all over again on my brother's PlayStation. Played another 200 plus hours there. Then I got it for Xbox, and that's when I completed it, and I've got 400 hours on Xbox, and then I've got I restarted the original save 4 or 5 times before I completed it.
right.
I did.
Yeah, I've almost 200 hours in Skyrim Special Edition on Steam, and then 100 hours on Skyrim just normal. But I think I have at least 4 times as much as that, just the cracked version I have.
I've just started playing Skyrim VR as well.
Same. I'm really happy I have no way of tracking my Skyrim hours. It makes me
Yeah.
feel better about myself.
I've just stumbled across a RP server for Skyrim, and there's not a single NPC. Every guard and every townsfolk is all
Hey.
another player.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I have a very weird thing that's coming up, and I think our universe will implode when I do this thing. Because
Wait for
I
it.
don't know what's gonna happen here.
is
125. What do we do now?
Oh, that one's pretty good.
Oh,
That one's
okay.
good.
We just went with okay. Well, Alex Plain has
I like
been
this
doing
one.
this since you're gone. I
All
didn't
these
know.
fires. So.
In memory and honor.
Yeah, you're letting Alex take over again. So.
Of course, it's his.
Yeah,
I was just
true.
keeping the seat warm for him. That's all.
Okay.
Is that why my chair's been like this?
I've just been breaking it every night.
All right. Welcome everyone to Chains of Asmodeus Revised. This is our D&D campaign that we try running every Sunday. I am Job. I'm gonna be the DM for this session, and we have our lovely 4 players. We actually have one of our players that is currently doing Easter. So he's currently not available, but we have somebody else, Alex, that is coming back to the sessions, sort of, I think permanently, maybe not, but looks positive for now, right?
Looking like it, probably.
Looking like it. Great. So he's coming back at least for this session. We'll just cherish this, at least this one that we have. We'll see how it goes in future. But he's gonna be our fourth player for today. Bring him back, one of the OGs. Um, yeah, we're running Chains of Asmodeus Revised. This is a devil campaign for the Nine Hells. If you're below the age of 18 or probably are not into like the devil stuff and that sort of thing, then probably don't watch this. If you are okay with that and you're above 18, then come and enjoy and see what we get up to this week. Mm. We always do a expiration question, which this time is going to be 125, and I'm gonna go this and this to set up my setup, and then I'm gonna grow, blip blip. Yeah. For just in terms of the thingy, I did make some changes into the house rules and stuff. I posted it, I think, this week. Um, Tried clearing up the transparency thing with Wall of Force and maybe other stuff similar to it. So let's see if that now clears that up a bit. And then also I wanted to do some other stuff with skills and maybe some natural 1 and 20s on that front, because I thought it would be cool to at least have those mean something, but not make it so that we have like an automatic failure or automatic success on those.
Um,
So we'll see how that goes. Any questions about those?
I I thought maybe the skill thing, like I'm definitely down for that, but I have reliable talent now, and if I roll in that one, I don't like I just get a 10. Or do you want to make a house rule for that too?
Right. I think reliable talent kind of overrules that because it
Okay.
says literally like if you roll below an what is it, below a 9 or something, it changes it into a 9, right? Something like that.
Yeah, or a 10. Yeah.
Yeah,
Count as
or
a 10 on
10.
the dice. Yeah.
Right. So
Same
that
with
kind of
my
overrules anything you roll at that point.
yeah.
Okay.
So.
Same with my ill rigger feet as well.
Mhm.
On charm checks.
So yeah, those are some house rules that we have. Also, for the viewers, we do cameras in our discords. We don't stream them, but if you notice any reference
Yeah,
in
Alex
terms of visuals
cameras.
for us, yeah, Alex.
Tell me
Then
what to do.
and there's the camera. No, there it is. All right.
Yes.
He's back.
The Dark
Question
Lord is
125.
back.
Let's get into it. Yeah, he is. How would your character handle a situation where they are forced to choose between loyalty to a friend and loyalty to a cause? Wow, that's a really, really cool one, I think. Let's see some roles for that. Who's doing the recap this soon? It's probably Alex, right?
Yeah, I got you. I remember my last session.
I mean, we have got VODs. You could have
It's
watched.
Well, we just arrived in Dis at the end of last session, guys, right? We all remember that.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Definitely wasn't our seventh episode on
Like that's like 13 sessions ago. Oops. No, who wants to answer this question? It's a good one, I think.
I'm doing
Uh,
the recap, by the way. That's maybe.
Well, you can still do this one. You'll just have 2. Oh, we have
I
a
thought
natural
they
1
didn't
from
stack.
I have a reliable talent, so that's a 10. That's a
That's
10.
true. Well, he beat me.
Wow.
First roll back in the campaign. Take a poop.
And nobody else who does. You guys have to roll again. Reliable talent doesn't.
I want to see them roll
I
again.
like this
I want
one.
to see if we
feel
get
like it
a.
works.
I want to see if we get a Phoenix and Vuk situation from last week.
Yeah,
Where
we
they'll
had a
both roll
tie
the same
last,
number.
Session as well.
Yeah, 2
With,
rolls running.
what, 9s?
Are we gonna go again? Is it anyone
Yeah,
else
you
gonna
guys
roll
have
for this?
to. If
Okay,
nobody
let's
else
roll
goes.
hundreds. Let's roll hundreds for it. Okay.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're done for now.
You know, I believe that. Okay, never mind.
Would have got an 80. So
I win. I
Nice.
win.
Oh,
Yeah,
the
now I
only
don't know
number
what
higher
the
than 100 is
D4.
69.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a d4 and determine if the d100s are the ones that determine it or the d20s. 1, 2 is d20, 3, 4 is d100. Okay, so Crusher, it's up to you.
Oh, no.
Alright. Before we answer that question, let's go to the recap. Dahlia or Phoenix. Go ahead.
Yeah, Mike's muted.
Muted. The ending is going to be a bit shabby because I kind of forgot that we actually got out of the prison, but yeah, doesn't matter. I've just like written it very quickly.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
Okay, so we started the session with Al. Stripped of his weapons and arcane focus, a heavy infernal collar burns at his neck, shutting down his magic. When he tries to cast, it flares hot, dealing damage and cutting the spell off completely. A pain devil drags him from his cell after discarding a dead prisoner and forces him onto a stretching rack. As the machine begins to pull his limbs apart, the devil's aura of torment fills the space, spectral blades forming and slashing at him again and again. Al fights back where he can, trying to strike, trying to cast, but nothing works, until he does something different. Instead of casting, he uses his innate power to teleport, slipping free of the restraints and the collar in a single instant. Now free, he immediately casts Dispel Magic on Genevera's collar, suppressing the infernal runes and freeing her from its effects, but she does not act. At the same time, the rest of the party arrives through teleportation circles. Ios lands on one side in a guarded chamber and immediately begins talking, convincing a harvester devil that he belongs there. Through sheer confidence and charm, he avoids combat entirely and gains access deeper into the prison. There he discovers rows of soul shells, orbs containing imprisoned souls, and begins questioning the devil about them. Elsewhere, Luca encounters resistance. A pain devil attacks him immediately, summoning a storm of spectral blades that rip through the air and strike him from all sides. He holds his ground and responds with hypnotic pattern, a swirling illusion that locks the devil in place, leaving it completely incapacitated. Moments later, Al reaches him, but is bloodied but alive. Another devil advances. Its aura immediately begins cutting into both of them, just for standing nearby. Al steps forward and casts Spirit Guardian, summoning a protective field of radiant energy that lashes out at the devil as it approaches. Luca follows with psychic glance, striking directly at the creature's mind and dealing heavy psychic damage. The fight becomes a balance, avoiding the devil's aura, holding position, and dealing damage where they can. Dahlia arrives soon after to try and reinforce the group. She casts Entangle on the way in, and vines burst from the ground and turn the battlefield into difficult terrain, slowing the devils and limiting them from getting through the circle. With one devil still incapacitated and the other under pressure, the group begins to stabilize. Meanwhile, Ios continues gathering information. Through careful questioning, he learns about the soul shells and convinces the harvester devil to collect the one containing Lena, the soul they have been searching for on Dis. Finally, on the other side, Luca reaches Genevera. Her collar has been dispelled and she is free. He tells her they can escape, but she refuses. She speaks directly into his mind, calm and certain, telling him that she is staying and that she will explain later. Dahlia stands by as Luca and Al, both wounded, run back towards the teleportation circle. Returning, they realize that Ios has yet to come back, so in a bid to save him, Kotam heads back to one of the teleports. Dahlia heads to the other and turns herself invisible to buy some time. Finally, Ios retrieves the soul shell and runs back to the teleportation circle, but by this point, he steps on just as devils on the other side step onto the other one. The party is very vulnerable, but Luca yells to everyone to get close to him and begins playing a beautiful tune on the harp. As light and music surround the party, suddenly they are no longer in the prison. And I think that's kind of where we ended it.
Exactly where we ended it. I also want to add that Ios got another soul shell from one random soul he doesn't know.
Oh yeah, he like picked up, yeah.
Yeah, to like switch it over with the soul he actually wanted to get, but that kind of just in haste sort of happened. So now he has two. So it's
Wonder
interesting.
who that's going to be.
Right. All
Make
right.
sure you make it a woman. We've got to keep it not
Oh, thank
sexist in
you.
here,
Thank
right?
you. Yeah.
Well, we already have a woman with the soul of Luca, like Luca's mother.
Yeah, most of the souls we have that are in captivity are female souls.
Yeah, of
We
course
have
they are, 'cause
Ella.
they're
Yeah,
damn
it's
keeping
it's,
this crap.
it's a
We're
running
not
trend, is it not?
sexist. We're not sexist. Our captive souls are women. Jeez.
Jennifer was also like a fucking MVP in like I don't know, shutting down some devils and stuff. And then she was just too cool to hang out with you guys, I guess. So that's the opposite. It seemed kind of like she could escape at any point, but she just didn't want to.
I
Yeah.
kind of wish she told me that before I wasted this spell on. I don't know. Dispel, there you go, you're free. What are you doing?
No, I'm a woman in this
Yeah,
campaign. I have to say captive.
I casted mass suggestion on like 4 bone devils and just fucking like while being controlled by this scholar, I guess. So I don't know. I don't really need your help. I'll explain later though. All right. Thanks, Phoenix, for that lovely recap. That was good. You get your expiration 1d10. Use it wisely. Now we get to our question. With our 169, 12. You get to conquer that question, Alex. So here you go. How would your character handle a situation where they are forced to choose between loyalty and a friend and loyalty to a cause? So I think this might be a very easy answer for you to do. So we'll say, if you want to, you can answer this as Jonas as well as Crusher to make it a
See-
little bit more interesting. Because
see,
I
I think-
think I know the answer with Crusher.
I'm not sure you do. This is a really tough question for Crusher
Okay,
because
well,
he
go
has
ahead
no
then.
friends and he has no cause. So it's really, really you got to look deep into Crusher's soul to figure out what he would do if either one of those things existed.
Right. Crusher just
Yeah.
feels like a psychology case or something. at
Yeah,
some
everyone
points.
hates Crusher and he hates everyone else. So what,
If
what
someone-
would Crusher do?
If someone said to Crusher, like, the whole of, like, the material plane is going to get wiped out if you don't throw Luca into this, like, pit of lava right now, what would Crusher do?
Well, that's the thing. He might not throw Luca into the pit of lava so he could wipe out the material plane. We
Yeah,
don't know. He
I feel
hasn't
it-
gotten that choice.
I feel as though Crusher wouldn't need an existential crisis such as that to throw
Yeah.
Luca into a fiery
Yeah,
pit.
but also, yeah, Luca's not even his friend. Luca hates him. So, like,
Crusher
this
might
is
just
tricky.
be the one, like the most live in the moment quotes, like ever.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I think if someone was friends with Crusher, I think he might back them up. But he has no friends, and everyone hates him.
I don't hate Crusher.
I don't know if that's true.
It's true. We're friends.
Are we? What? All right, everyone
Yeah.
else is going.
You missed so much.
You've missed, yeah, you've missed a lot.
Dario and Crusher's like
Alright.
braided each other's hairs,
You're-
made each other friendship bracelets.
Right.
Crusher and his best friend Dolly are gonna hang out and ignore all causes and just destroy everything.
Well,
and then he'll throw the rest in the lava.
I will say, Alex, that you messaged me about something that will suggest that at least there's some sort of
Yeah.
need for connection. So
Yeah.
we'll get to that in a point.
I think he would lean friend if friend happened. If for no
Mhm.
other reason, then I'm not sure he would ever have a real cause.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
See,
Okay.
what would have been great is if we made Crusher a spell dancer.
You should have done that. Why didn't you let him dance?
Perfect.
well, Crusher didn't really test it out, so maybe in future.
He could use his one spell with that. It would be really cool.
Oh, you actually looked up what spell dancing is. That's nice.
Oh, I read it. Yeah.
Yeah. You've been scouring through Roll20, seeing
I
what
was.
it's new or something.
I looked at one point. I was like, they get some cool magic items or something, and saw that. I was like, where the hell did this come from?
Well, the spell dancers are actually still in the ship, so use your D10 of exploration wisely. But we'll go here with that all being said to Kotam's ship. As Phoenix just described, you guys are teleporting from the prison back to the ship. Now, again, the map, of course, gives the impression that the ship is moving on the river Styx. Currently, it is parked in one of the enclaves near the kind of shore that leads into this, near the Road of Skulls, I guess. Valentra has found a spot that kind of seems to hide the ship from most of the onward travelers on the river Styx. You could probably spot it with some wary eyes, but for most part, it's just kind of hidden away, tucked away. And you guys are teleported back onto there. A flash of kind of yellowish, purplish magic coming from the lute that Luca is playing kind of erupts onto the ship. A burst of energy surges out, and you guys are back home, sort of.
Sort of, yes.
Yeah, and I'll describe what you guys see. You see a very like shocked awake Zemsarif that was sleeping on the deck below the little tent, that is now definitely awake. Has lifted her head now because of her blindness. She can't really see what's happening, but she can feel and smell what's happening, and she's probably already aware that the party has returned. You also see the freed new crew from the gardens that are currently busy learning the ropes, literally, um, of this of sailing this ship, um, as well as the kind of most, well, I guess, interesting thing on here, other than the purple dragon and the new people here, is that Crusher currently seems to have drawn his sword and is kind of facing Ija.
Hey! Sacrificial knife, okay?
Sacrificial
Excuse.
knife, sure.
Um, I'm gonna immediately run to get in between them.
Right, Al. As you take your first steps to like run towards them, you realize that from the fight you've just had and like the literal ripping apart of your body on that machine, you feel a bit wary. You take your few steps, but kind of fall through your legs. You can still talk and stuff, but the 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 physical activity of things doesn't go as planned.
I'm stronger than that. I've been in worse positions.
As you land on your knee, your mechanical hand, kind of drags you forward. still ready to go.
Just follow me forward on the show. Somebody
Right.
do something. Like, what are we doing here?
I'm
I'm doing
Ios?
something. I'm gonna stab this kid. It's fine.
yeah, Ios, I guess being of quick foot and to have taken very little damage, he'll run towards the duo, yeah.
Sure. Go ahead.
Um I'm going to try to like take her spot, like almost like push her out of the way without touching the dagger so I don't accidentally stab her.
All right. You move towards it. Are you on your PC? Yeah, you're on your PC. Go
Okay.
ahead and move your token, and then as you run towards her, make me an athletics check to kind of push her out of the way.
Acrobatics, you say, right?
It's a fucking child. Come on.
Swear to God, if you hit a
It's
nat one on this
very
athletics, just push her overboard.
Natural one. Up.
Is this what Alex is gonna use his
Who says I need
expiration on?
power
Athletics.
weapon, kid? He's so strong.
Hey, Well, even I mean, it's a child, so even with an 8, you're able to like push her aside. It's not very graceful, so she kind of stumbles onto the deck, and you step into her position. Um, the commoner that stands here, kind of leaned with his back against the front of the boat. He looks up to. He was currently looking at Crusher and Egypt doing what they were doing, and he says to you, Ios, "Hey, they're practicing." And you see now that Ija on the ground has a small kitchen knife from down below in her hands. She kind of it was her right hand, so it was faced away from you, so you didn't see it running towards her. But she kind of looks at you angrily, stands up, takes the knife, and tries to stab you in your skills. The knife is just blunt as hell, though, in the point, so it just kind of ricochets off your scales.
Ios, he drops his head. He sighs, and then he'll, probably much to Ija's dismay, tussle her hair and then walk away from the duo. I'm like, all right, this is. I saw a lot of stuff I didn't think I'd ever believe down here, but this is probably one of the most surprising. Please don't kill her with train. Don't train too hard, I guess.
You're lucky I didn't give her a sharper blade, or she would have killed you.
Al
Yeah.
has made it about 10 feet further, crawling on the floor.
Get away from her, you monster!
You could finish
Al's
him off. Would be a
sorry,
mercy.
Al's encumbered. He found a new sword.
The U69 will fly towards you, Al, and kind of try to lift you from your middle, and will be like, "We'll rescue her, sir."
My boy!
Although I don't think she needs rescuing, it seems like they're training, sir.
Oh. Okay, well, I'm just gonna rest here for a moment.
Should I let go?
Yes, please.
Let's go, and you kind of pluff back on the deck. Some sort of kind of having taking a pity with you, kind of lifts one of her paws and gently strokes your back.
Aww.
Thanks.
I could. Are we about to take a long rest though? Because I feel like I don't want to. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because if we are, then I'll get the spell slot back. But I can heal you now if you'd like.
Oh, please don't waste the spell slot on my account.
Dahlia's just gonna roll her eyes and she'll cast Regenerate.
Okay, sure thing.
What if Al's arm regenerates?
Regains
I know.
48 to 50 hit points.
Also, it's
So
like 10 hit points per minute for the next hour. So,
Right, I see that. Just roll the 48 plus 15 for now, Dahlia, and
Yeah.
then we'll do the rest like as the scene here progresses.
So
you heal 19 here, and then
Plus
well,
15.
that's
just-
not plus 15 as well. Sorry. I
oh,
didn't
sorry,
even-
yeah. So what?
34.
34.
34, yeah.
Okay, and then I'll just chime you in when like you get another bunch of hit points after a while. Right. Luca is gonna also take a rest and is gonna go downstairs.
Luca, before you go, identify, please. I'll just start waving the glaive about.
I think he'll sigh and then turn around, walk towards Al,
Thanks, buddy.
grab the glaive, and head back down.
Wait, Luca,
Wait,
we
no,
wanna
I
have
didn't
long,
say take it
emotional
with-
conversations.
I did. Wait, I did. I'm gonna follow him down. Wait, no.
You follow
My
him down.
glaive.
You see that Luca is kind of standing in the doorpost of the sleeping quarters, and you see that he's not alone. There's the whole group of the spell dancers, as well as Valentra herself, that are currently discussing something. You guys have entered into some sort of discussion as they Kind of see you enter, Luca as well, but also you, El. Philantra and the others look towards you and say, "Ah, you've returned. Great news. Everyone okay? Safe?"
Yep, all good.
Amazing. Um, as you see, we've currently found a spot that we seem to, well, think is sort of safe, although there is something concerning that happened.
Which is?
Well, while you all were away, some sort of devil's ship with one of those Aranese, the ones you fought back at the gardens, it saw us, I think, hidden in the bay, and, well, it didn't approach, but I suspect that if it is part of the Tivolis' court, that he probably is informed by now.
Can you get us out of here?
I, we really can't. Our ability to teleport the whole ship is still within the same day. We have to. I don't think we could muster up the power to do it again today. We were discussing what to do, and we think it's. Well, we're happy that you're already here, because we were in a very much a trouble of deciding when we were gonna leave, because if those Aranese were coming, then, that would be trouble. But now we can make a more easy decision. I think it's best if we go as soon as we can towards Mineros, the third layer.
Has anybody on the ship figured out how to sail this ship yet?
The crew or people we rescued from the, uh, the gardens, is currently, I think, doing their best to understand it. There's one sailor among them, it seems, or at least he claims to be. I think they can steer it, although not well. But enough to make it to the third layer. We're not that far from it, I think.
Then please go and get them to start. Let's not
Right.
wait around for the Ebonies to catch up.
Also, there's one, the satyr. He's currently in there, and she points towards the two doors, like further into the ship, at the kind of kitchen table sort of thing with all the food. He's doing something with TX, although we're not very sure what.
Okay, I'll go and check on that. Luca, you rest, identify. You guys can go and get the ship moving.
Right. We'll go upstairs. As you open this door, you see that I've given him a token and a name. So you see Brazy with one of his instruments, currently not the flute that he has in the art, but sort of a lute. He's playing it towards TX, and sort of as Crusher is trying to teach AJ how to fight, Brazy is maybe trying to teach TX how to play an instrument. Although things are not going well, because TX is currently using another lute as a plate for his food.
Don't you think if he was capable to learn an instrument that we would be trying to teach him how to, steer the ship, something a bit more useful?
Music is most useful of all. Without it, we would be lost. But, well, I was just trying something.
What was it you were trying?
Well, trying to teach him the lute, but it's not going very well.
But why were you trying to teach him the lute? The guy just took a swim in the river Styx.
It's a curiosity, I guess. And maybe music is a thing that, with creatures that forget, something of music is something that brings back memories sometimes. At least that's what I've experienced.
Yeah, I don't really see many things being able to help him in this situation right now. At least of all, your flute.
I'm trying to help. But I suspect you're right, because I've been going at it for an hour, but we've come far, not further than him accidentally stringing one of the strings while trying to pick a sausage out of the lute.
Please just leave him be.
All right. Just a question my curious satyr mind has strung upon me. What's behind that? And he points towards the locked door.
Something I would also like to know. Supposedly some kind of possessed statue. But without the key, I don't think we can enter.
Right. Well, I regret asking. And he kind of moves away from the statue, or the supposed statue room. Kind of chills out in the sleeping quarters.
Are there any like portholes in this area, or is this like submerged underwater?
No, this is submerged in the water.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no windows or anything. Yeah, you see TX still trying to get some food out of the loot that he probably dropped in himself.
I'm just going to... Is there any like rope around?
Well, there's some netting and stuff that is occupying one of the barrels. There's some like lobster in there.
I want to kind of like try and tie him to the table.
With the net.
Yeah, just his leg. I don't want to like tie him down completely. I just want to make sure that he doesn't just get up and start wandering anywhere.
Sure. I mean, he doesn't even pay attention. So you grab some of the nets and kind of just tie it around.
Because no, now look, he would somehow manage to get into that door when we least expect it.
He's just pretending it's all a hoax to kind of like get into that door at some point. Least expected. All right. Yeah, you tie him to the table. He just keeps on doing his thing. As you guys identify the glaive, we'll go back upstairs here. You guys see all the spell dancers and stuff come up from underneath the deck. And Valantra will kind of announce to you all that what she's just told Al. And you can react however you want to that. The news of the Aranese, I mean.
Where's the sailor who has a clue?
Right. She before even like pointing towards the person behind you, Ios, opposite to Valentra, kind of lifts up his hand and says, Harlem Voss, the name. And you see a kind of seasoned, salt and pepper looking beard and hair, human male, leans kind of against the bow of the ship here. That's what he says.
All right, Ios holds his hand out and says, "Nice to formally meet you. I'm sure you have some feelings about being rescued the way you were rescued from the garden, but we need sailors, and I don't know, I can learn a task. Do you have anything for me? Anything you want me to do?"
He kind of steps forwards, grabs your hand and shakes it and says, well, actually I'm not that salty about the rescuing. It's good to be back on a ship, I guess. I kind of missed it. I didn't realize it to that point, but I would prefer just normal seas instead of this, but, you know, something. Well, I've kind of already divided tasks among the people that were here. I guess you haven't met them as well, so I'll just kind of quickly say what we're dealing with here. That's Tab, and he points towards the one near the front of the ship. Like I said, I'm Harlem. Tab, he says he was some sort of trader, but I'm suspecting he's more some trader of the criminal kind, smuggler, that sort of thing.
Oh, traitor. Yes.
Right. Then you have the twins, Bram and Doran, and you see a dwarven pair, kind of sitting at the steering of the ship and the roping. And then you have her. She doesn't seem to say much, but I think I caught her name was Saravine, something like that. And you see a Aasimar, female Aasimar.
Ios waves to them all. And says, I'll catch up with you later. I need a task to make this ship move faster.
Right. Well, like I said, it's not that big of a ship, so we've already determined the task that we had before you all came back. So I can only say things are sorted out. They're still learning stuff. Me as well. This is not a ship I've sailed previously, of course, so kind of, learning how to move it, and we're also still haven't really moved it. So this is going to be our first sail out, I guess. Where we're going?
On to the next layer, I believe.
So we're going deeper in. That's great.
Go with the flow. It's a river joke.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I suppose from what that elven woman is saying, that we kind of just have to get out of here. So as long as we can't get back home, which seems to be the case, I guess moving is just a good thing.
In my case, being on the move has been always an advantage, but yeah, I think whatever is stopping mortal souls from leaving in and out of the hells is deeper into hell, so we sort of have to go into the belly of the beast and fix that, but we'll all be safe.
Right. All right. Well, it was good to meet you. What's your name?
Ios.
Ios.
And you're
Good to meet you,
Harlem.
Ios. Harlem Foss. Yes.
Harlem boss. Okay.
Right. From the proud city of Luskan. Though I don't know how long I haven't been there, because it's kind of hard to track time if you're in the gardens.
Nice thing about being on a boat is you got a lot of free time to figure that one out. I'll be in the crow's nest looking at this ruby, okay? Harlem, if you need me, holler.
Very curious on what you call a crow's nest as he looks towards the top of the mast.
I'll
which
just
is
up on the mast, and I guess.
top.
Yep.
It's just a mast. But I guess with the slippers and your acrobatic skills, you can manage.
Everything's a crow's nest to old Io Sachi. And
Right.
he walks up the mast and stands at the top of the mast.
Sure thing. All right. Dahlia, what are you doing? Oh,
I'm sorry, I am here, but I'm like multitasking. I am just chilling. I'm talking to DO69, I guess, and Samsarif. I'm not really doing much else. Yeah,
I guess everybody seems to be handling everything. So
Sure. Okay. Crusher, anything else other than teaching Ija how to fight? She's kind of
Yeah.
picking up on it. At least she has the drive to.
That's good. She'll kill Crusher someday, and that's really what everyone wants here.
Then I will say that you guys are gonna make an attempt of getting out of this bay now, because the people that are actually operating the ship are now learning still, but have a seasoned sailor on their hands as kind of their captain. Um, they will manage to kind of sail out of the bay, although with some maybe bumps and bashes onto the shore from time to time. The iron plating surrounding the ship kind of helps mitigating that, but it's not all so smooth as can be. But in time, we'll learn. Luckily for you guys, the river Styx that runs through this in this part is kind of relatively calm to most parts that Avernus had. It's also not as risky as Avernus had. A lot of just random fucking meteors falling out of the sky, and well, this one doesn't, so that's nice. You're also, like Vlantra said, only probably a day away from actually like the river Styx flowing from this into Minoros, the third layer. Which means that you guys do have enough time to do a long rest, still while within the second layer, but will almost pretty much at the point of waking up transition into the third layer, if successful. Anything you guys want to do before you guys take a long rest, as you are now actually moving, like the map suggests, onto the river Styx?
I would like to see what my glaive is.
Ah, right. As Luca and you take the time to identify the glaive, you will see that the glaive, like I described before, is made purely of gold, completely. And after identifying it, Luca will kind of shake his head towards you, Al, and say, "It doesn't seem that this glaive is magical at all. It's probably worth a lot, but it's not magical."
Outrageous. I don't buy it, but okay. Fine. I will take the glaive back off him, and I'll just put it next to my bed.
Sure. All right. Then I will say to all of you, or ask, are you guys gonna take watch, and who is it gonna be?
Crusher just lives on the deck, so he can keep watch for sure.
Okay.
Because you can take first watch, I can take second.
Yeah, Crusher doesn't even have to sleep, so you guys can just kind of do 4 hour, 4 hour.
Yeah.
If you want that. Crusher
Yeah, well,
still, he might not have to sleep, but he still has an attention span, so that's kind of.
His focus never wavers, except for when it does all the time.
because you can take the first 4 hours. I'll take the second.
Okay. The rest is just gonna move back into the sleeping quarters, which I'll just kind of move you back into. TO69 will kind of hang out at the front near Yander. We'll hang out.
That guy's here?
Well, sort of. I'll just show you him quickly. He's dead.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Good.
Well,
But-
a little alarming. We did find his body on this level of dis in the garden of this level, and we also saw his body last level. So
Love to see it. He's double dead. Makes me happy.
He's triple dead at this point, isn't he? Well, he could
Yes,
double
triple,
that actually because
you also fought him on the material plane in your
Even
downtime
better. I love this for him.
but also this dead body wasn't killed by Ios, so
Are we
he's
just,
good.
we're just collecting his corpses now?
session.
They're like Infinity
Well, you-
Stones.
Yeah, well, you have one, but
Guys,
We
if
don't
we
know if
find
it's the end or prime. Yeah.
if we
Yeah.
find all 9 of him, the reward.
well, you'll have to go back to Avernus to like pick him off some tree, and then the other one you have to actually go back to the material plane because it's laying somewhere in a fucking forest. But other than that, yeah, you have at
Perfect.
least this one.
I think we're going back to all those places eventually, so that'll work out.
Right, you have to beat Tiamat after you beat.
Yeah, we still have to kill her.
Right. Okay. I'll move these guys back. It's a little bit crowded. It's getting a little crowded in the ship. I also here as well. Alright. There we go. Okay, make me a perception check as you try and
Good at
keep
that.
watch, Crusher.
It's like my one thing I'm good at.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna roll a d6 to add to this as well.
Sure.
Big 15.
Big 15. Alright. So for some reason you don't remember much of this layer. Although you've been here for a few sessions. But looking out towards the shore, you see the city of this, contrary to the layer of this. In the distance, you know that the rest of the party has traveled there just kind of moments ago to go retrieve something. You don't really care to ask what, but you kind of wonder if it would be a cool vacation spot for you to visit at some point. But for now, I guess we're moving on. On the other side of the shore of the River Styx, you see not much else other than the distant mountains that seem to surround the layer. However, there's something that you see. Don't know if it concerns you, but at least it draws your attention. You can see what seems to be a enormous cloud of what you'd assume to be devils, kind of flying by from where you guys are going, so Mineros, and flying towards what you know is the direction of the Agora of Knives, the kind of market that you guys, mortal market that you guys visited at the beginning of the layer.
Not flying towards us though.
Nope, not flying towards you guys.
Oh, that's no problem then.
They seem to be coming from kind of the River Styx, although you'd assume they don't have a ship or that sort of thing because they're just flying. But yeah, you seem to have originated from Mineros and kind of just flown back to this. That's sort of it.
I'm sure that will be no problem for us later. So we're just gonna hang out then.
All right. You switch places with Al.
I mean, Crusher's not going anywhere, but Al can come up and watch if he wants.
Sure. All right, Al.
Crusher
you,
doesn't believe in beds.
Oh. You go up to the deck.
I'm just gonna pat Zamzarif on the head as I walk past.
Sure thing. Wanna talk to any of the new crew or Crusher, or just wanna do your perception check and
Just want to do my
Watch out.
job. Just
Alright,
here
go
so I
ahead.
don't get fined.
Katy Perry.
Marshall Lynch.
Not Katy Perry. Slightly different people.
You couldn't have been further wrong if you tried, to be fair.
Well, both of them have said that, I think. So
It's Katy Perry said that?
yeah, Katy Perry has said that as well in an interview, like in a press interview. It's like, honestly, I'm here so I just don't get fined. Right, roll me a perception.
Katy Perry's a thief.
20, not bad. All right. By the time that you come onto the deck, that cloud of devils has definitely disappeared. You at the point of you coming here, there's also been another 4 hours, so the distance of the city of Dis has kind of furthered and is now really distant. You can still see it a little bit, but most of it is being replaced by the surrounding mountains, and of course the river Styx that kind of leads into it. It seems a little worrying, because the river Styx actually doesn't seem to like, or the mountains doesn't seem to really make room for the river. It just seems you're kind of heading towards the mountains. You can't really see yet where it's exactly heading towards, but it doesn't seem to be that there's like a pass in the mountains that just kind of lets the river Styx run through it.
Okay.
That's kind of all what happens. You guys don't see any Court of the Tivolius that tries and attacks you in the night, so that's I guess a positive.
I'm going to stand looking into the river Styx and
Okay.
jump in.
You look,
No.
you look over the back of the river Styx. The river Styx in its innate existence is magically, of course, and serves a very, very important purpose. And you can again see that as you're kind of staring into it. You see at points just a kind of red, murky river, but in other moments you see the drifting souls of the damned, the lost, that have arrived here and are kind of slowly turning into freshly new devils. They're all drifting.
I drop something into the river Styx.
You message me. Oh wow. Okay. All right. Sure. As you drop that into the river Styx, you see it kind of disappear into the depths, and only a few seconds before it's not visible anymore.
I'll just go back to here to wait for everyone else to wake up, I guess.
As you turn around and kind of look towards the rest of the ship, you see that the woman near the ropes is currently looking in your direction.
Put my finger to my mouth.
Kind of looks down at the deck and just turns around and seems to get back to work. Right. That is the long rest. You guys all long rest successfully. You can restore your hit points, restore any.
I will
features,
say
spell slots.
now Luca will have cast aid on us. I don't know, and
Right,
everything
yeah,
else that he
just like-
does, like
Yeah, his little list of things.
Yeah.
Mage armor on Dahlia, aid on the rest of you guys.
yeah.
If you guys can look back into like the chat, he probably has posted it somewhere, but somebody will find it.
I just imagine I'm not getting AIDS, so.
He does it twice. Usually does it for 2 rounds of aid, so
Yeah, he gives
I mean,
3 of
sometimes
us
even
like
free.
he gives some of us like more, and then he gives another tier to somebody else.
Unless something crazy has happened, I think a random sailor's getting it before Crusher.
I don't know.
That's the life. That's the life we enjoy. We don't want hit points over here.
Did roll 20 change? Why can't I see long rest, short rest? Where is it again? Oh,
Did it change?
no, I'm just stupid. We're good.
Okay.
Okay. So Dahlia got mage armor. And who else needed mage armor?
Nobody. Just Dahlia.
Okay. And 2 casts of aid.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the list. Have you found it?
The last 8 I got was 25 hit points.
Yeah, I got 30 in my last aid.
Okay, so that would have been a level 6 and a level 5.
I think that works, yeah.
I think Dahlia
Down for
gets
looking.
30. Who else does he give 30 to?
I mean, we can make it up ourselves if we want. 8.
I am just going through the list to see.
Spell boost your allies with toughness and storages of the free creatures within range.
Al, Dahlia, and Ios get 30 hit points. Luga, Pebble, and Crusher get 25. Kor, Zamza, and TO69 get 20. Plus 17
Okay.
temporary hit points.
There you go.
And Crusher's heart grows 4 sizes.
This has never happened before.
When I wake up, I'll check in with Bella and the ruby. Bella's in my hand. Like, Bella isn't in Al's sword, right?
No.
No,
She never got
Bella
put
is
in the
in Al's sword.
No, she never got put in the sword.
Oh yeah, then definitely, yeah. Never mind. That's the dragon, the grumpy man, and
The flump.
the flump. Yeah. Yeah. No, fair. Yeah, she is in your possession. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna check in with Bella and just like let her see that I'm still alive, still kicking,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I can't really communicate anything, right?
Not really. No. No, you can do expressions on your face, but that's about it.
Okay, I'll light up the sunblade just to like make myself a little bit more
Clear.
visible, and
Sure.
I will just wave. I'll smile, and I'll say, how many layers of it? 9. There's 9 layers of hell.
The 9 hells. Yeah.
So I'll hold up 2 fingers, and I'll signal that we are going to the next level of hell.
Sure thing. All right. So kind of, as in like a very bad like rom-com or something, she'll kind of like in like the moment of dread, she'll like put her hand on like the glass, but this is just the inside of like the gem, and kind of nod in understanding.
Okay. Ios
Um,
puts his little finger against the glass or against the piece of
Right.
the
It's
ruby.
yeah. The size is a little weird because
Yeah.
she's like in a ruby that's like this size and like, or maybe smaller even like this. So
Mhm.
it's a bit of a weird perspective, but yeah, sure. I guess
And
it's
then
kind
we
of the
do
size
the
of a phone. It's the size of a phone. Let's
okay.
just say that.
And then we do the no, you hang up. No, you hang up. No, you hang up.
Yeah, and she just
No.
walks away.
Okay. All right. I'll talk later. Bye.
Dahlia's going to take this opportunity then to go up to Al.
Get away from my sword.
Yeah, no.
Let's see. What is 30 hit points? 8 is 6th level then.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Because it's 3 would be 10, 4 would be 15, 5 would be 20. No, it's a 7th level.
Oh.
That
guess
was
we-
the last message she put in, so I just
Okay.
I don't know what
Maybe
he ever cast it at.
I mean, he would have had like 1/7 level.
Yeah, because
He
then
might
he
have
wouldn't
used it.
have been able to teleport you guys. So I think he kind of fucked up on that one. But what we'll
No,
do...
he used it as an emergency heal one time, or I don't know.
I don't know, because because this one shouldn't be possible if you guys also teleported out of there, because it would be a 7th level spell. So what I'll say is that guys have to reduce it with 5. So it will be 25 for the first one, 20 for the second one, 15 for the third one, and still those 17 temporary hit points.
Just heart shrinks.
Then he uses 1 6th level slot, 1 5th level slot, and 1 4th level slot. And then also 1 first, right, for mage armor.
Did he use a
Yeah.
charge from the staff
Oh no,
of
that's
defense?
a charge. Yeah, that's a charge. Never mind. That's a charge. Okay.
I feel like Vuk is the worst person to have miss a
As
session.
to try and like
because you got to try
control
and
his
get.
character.
I remember when I looked at his. I took control of him one session in like the last campaign. I was just so confused what I was looking at.
Mm-hmm. Well, his character sheet is by far the biggest.
Yeah.
He, in terms of spells, like his character sheet takes probably double the amount to load as any other that you guys have.
Although, I mean, he doesn't necessarily have as many spells as I do in my character sheet because I just keep them all on there.
No,
to
it's
finish it.
also the items and stuff. There's a shit ton of items.
Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, Dahlia's gonna go up and ask to see the sword so she can look at Flory and say hi.
Okay, I'm just gonna hold the sword with the gem up to your face so you can look in.
You see Flory.
I'm just gonna smile. Obviously, she'll just
You smile
float
back.
around.
He seems to have kind of a good time seeing you, at least.
Yeah, was better than Al's ass, I imagine. She's been staring at for God knows how long.
I've been doing squats. Thank you very much. This is Avernus's ass, okay?
As far as I'm concerned, that's America's ass.
As far as I'm concerned, that's a 9 hell's ass.
Hell yeah.
All right. Yeah, you see Flory. Flory, he seems content with the situation he's in. He's already a lot happier than he's in the. Or sorry, that she's in the hands of, not Belle.
That's fair.
Yeah.
She's just
So there you go.
vibing.
She's vibing. All right. With that, and getting close to the point where you guys will traverse into the third layer, something will happen before it. As you guys all kind of are having maybe your breakfast, some morning conversation, whatever, something very strange and unexpected will happen. Because as all this is happening, there begins to light up a small red outlining in the deck of the ship around here. At first kind of is a small sizzling sound, and then it begins to form a pattern on the deck. I guess Ayos, Luca, Sanserif, Kotam, and Valentra, and the elves are the first to see this because it's kind of happening in the middle of them. What do you guys do, Ayos? You are the first player to see this, I guess.
Ios will let everyone know to get back. He doesn't have any magic to stop the process, but he'll step in front of the spell dancers and singers and get them to go to the back of the ship. Yeah, so and he'll call out for the other party members that something's happening and they need to get to the front of the ship now.
With that, just instinctually, the blade that I was holding up to show Dahlia set to light before I set off.
All right. All right. Um, as you guys kind of surround yourselves around the pattern that is drawn in fire on the ship, it doesn't actually seem to light the ship planks on fire. It just kind of marks this red hot pattern into the wood. And after about 6 seconds, a kind of circle will form. Very simple of design. Maybe some kind of scribes in them, but mostly just quite simple. And a burning kind of geyser will erupt from the circle, and before you will stand someone familiar.
Ramius!
Oh,
My,
God.
my blade
That's just a
immediately.
trap. Get him.
it's
My
kind of-
blade
it's kind of
immediately stretches out to him.
fucking up. All right, I'll describe what you see. Ramius will appear in front of you on the deck of the ship. The geyser of fire will kind of have subsided and reveal him within. He has bound hands and feet, as well as a collar around his neck of infernal iron. In his hands, he holds a simple piece of parchment with some ink, it seems, clattered on it. And in a quiet and hasty, almost panic manner, he will inform the party and say, "Hello, everyone. I don't have much time. Serial, she sent me. She says that I will be brought back here to her shortly, so I'll get right to it. Somehow, I've acquired the opportunity to help out with your travels, even from, well, my current situation," as he rattles the chains. "I don't know why she's allowed me to do so exactly, but I will take any chance that I can in helping you all." And he hands kind of the parchment over to you, Al. Or actually, he will do it to Ios, definitely to
Yeah.
Ios.
I was gonna say I'd be very reluctant to take any
Yeah.
bit of parchment after what happened.
Right. Yeah. No,
With the imps.
he'll grant it. He'll reach it to Ios.
I'll grab the parchment.
Sure. On it,
And read it
Bible.
out.
you see. Yeah, you read it out loud, and on it you see what seems to be a list of some sorts of items and prices. Show this to you guys now.
We have so much money.
Right.
Wait, do we have money?
Oh yeah. So we put a bet on for us to win in the arena, and we won like 50 grand or something.
Right. Literally betting with your lives.
Yeah.
So I guess it deserved the reward. He hands out a parchment to you, Ios, and he says, "This is all Zariel told me that she can grant you. It seems Hellriders focused, maybe to amuse herself or just some sort of prideful, lawful thing. I don't know, really. It's the fact that there is some good stuff in here. She said that after I'm brought back, it will become obvious of what to do to acquire or sell the items you want. Again, I don't know why she's allowing me to do this, and I suspect there's something behind it, but even if there is, these could help you out. I don't know how much time I have, so I'll just ask this one thing, but being on this," and he kind of looks around towards the city skyline in the distance, "I have to know, did you find Genevere? Is she with you?"
I'll say to him that yes, we found him, but found her. But she did not want to come with us. She said she would see us again soon.
He kind of draws a bit of a questionable look on his face and says to you, Delia, I guess that does sound like Genevere. She was always a bit odd. Very powerful, but odd. She said
That's about right.
she will explain later.
Yes, she just implied to Luca. I guess Luca knows more, but it basically sounded like she she knew she would be seeing us again, but that it wasn't the right time for her to be leaving with us at the moment.
Okay, well, I guess that will mean that she'll show up at some point, hopefully. All right. I don't know how much, and at that point, not without even finishing the sentence, the circle in which he stands will erupt into fire again, and he disappears.
Yeah.
And you see that the only thing left here is a circle that's still branded inside of the deck of the ship. It, instead of having these infernal runes, like it has an outer circle and then an inner circle. In between those circles, instead of infernal runes, it now says, put anything you want in there. Anything from the list, that is. The exact amount, please.
So we put the money in for what we want.
Or
Is
we
that what
can
she's saying?
sell what we
Oh.
have
Yeah.
too.
Al
I would-
is going to write an IOU and put it in the circle. I owe you 175,000 gold pieces.
I would like the amulet of health.
What does that cost?
How
12?
much money do you have on your
12,000.
person?
On me,
Yep.
I gave it all to you guys, so
Okay.
that we could bet it. So it's all in the bag of holding. I have 200 on me.
Right, well, 12 grand is extremely high.
It is, but being able to like concentrate on spells and have a high constitution saving throw, like that's really helpful. For someone who likes to cast spells that require concentration.
I know a guy who's got a lot of good items that we might be able to sell for something. But
Yeah, you guys currently have 38,000 gold pieces.
Yeah.
Says here.
And,
Still,
you know,
still a lot.
Ios is no longer in charge of money.
Is he not?
No. No.
I mean, I still have the bag of holding. I'm somewhat in
Yeah.
charge of money.
You're the
But
vault
yeah.
that holds the money. I'm the
I
banker,
get it.
okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think anyone was ever in charge of the money. It's just that he holds the money.
Well, I declared myself after his shield antics.
Yes, you.
Right. What does everyone want or need?
The only thing I'm really interested in is the amulet of health.
That demon armor we've got, is that a legendary
Oh, we
armor?
could sell that then, yeah.
Only if it's legendary, because if it's not, then we're better off selling it when we get to an actual vendor.
Just curious, what is that armor?
You don't need to know about it.
man.
It's fine.
Yeah, it's not-
I just
Fine.
want to
Actually,
know.
who
I just
currently
want to know.
has that?
It's in the bag of holding, no?
I
Yeah,
always has it in
demon
the
soul.
bag of holding. Yeah.
Demon soul armor.
Okay, check.
Well, Crusher
it-
doesn't need to know, but I want to know.
Is that legendary? Yop?
It's a good question. I've never added that onto the fucking spell, like the item list.
Now, bear in mind, you did tell us that this armor's worth 40 grand. If that's
Did I?
going to... Yes.
Yeah, that was...
I remember him saying like 100 grand.
But this is why I'm saying if it's not legendary, we shouldn't sell it here. Because if we can get
Because it's
40 grand
very
from it
rare.
at a vendor, then it's pointless going 30 grand less because it's very rare.
It's very
Very-
rare.
It's very rare. Okay, so no, we won't sell that here. But it does give us a buffer, so it's not that massive, allowing 12 grand to go on an amulet of health.
Right. Yeah, this is like the prices for selling magic items is just kind of the average, it seems.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah.
can
some
I just
magic
bring up
items-
a minor complaint?
What?
Why does it go uncommon, very rare, rare, and then legendary?
It's I think in I don't like. Is it?
It's alphabetical, Dutch alphabetical order.
Class.
No, it's not. I don't know why it does that. Yeah, I have no idea.
Right.
It's just copied from the book, so I have no idea why it did that.
Is there anything that Ayas wants?
Horseshoes of Zephyr, just out of sentimental value.
What is the Horseshoes of Zephyr? Let's check.
You know, there's a link on it. You can just click it. And it will
It
open the 5e.
for 5e just doesn't work for me for some reason.
It's been pretty laggy.
Yeah,
It works for me, all right.
I
works
click
for
I
me
click
too,
I,
fine.
I clicked on the link, and it just doesn't load the entire page. It loads like
Yeah, it does
the
that
top bar.
sometimes, Yeah.
Is there a particular reason why, like, so it says that the cloak of protection is like 600 gold pieces, but the ring of protection is like 12,000, but they both
was
do the
gonna
same
ask.
thing, right?
Because the ring of
Does one not add to saves and the other does?
No,
Yeah,
they
I think
both
No,
so.
they
do.
both do the same thing, I think.
Yeah.
Oh.
Exact same thing. Yeah.
Because, well, it's a shame it wasn't the
Well,
other way
one is
around. Because I was
rare,
gonna
one
say,
is-
like, if I was wearing the ring of protection, I would
One
sell
is
that
rare
and
and one
buy
is
the cloak.
uncommon. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
it's just they do the same thing.
That's
so.
why it's more expensive and less expensive. But
Maybe
I don't
one
know
is
why
attunement,
that
one
is.
is
no,
not.
they're
Is that-
both
should that
attunement.
be?
They're both attunement.
No, both
I
attunement.
thought that's what they're both
Yeah, no,
attunement.
literally the same.
That
except
is a
one's
good
ring,
question.
one's a
I don't
cape.
know why that
Yeah.
is. That's
Hey,
just
Yak, do you want to
like
make the ring of protection non-attunement then?
no.
Are you
That's
sure?
that's a very powerful effect.
I have 3 rings of protection. I think the only thing that is even a little interesting is way too expensive. So
Is that the Holy
Um,
Avenger by any chance?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't hate the horseshoes of speed, but Ragnar's always been fast enough, so I don't need it.
There's
And
plus
now
from
that-
shield would be interesting, but you guys don't have enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
Um,
guess if nobody else wants anything, I would very much like the Amulet of Health as the person with the least items in this entire game.
I think Plain said he would offer at least 3 items to the pot. So
You know
I think
what? I'll
Ios
give
is about to
Dahlia
get
all
thrown
my-
into the into the river Styx,
I will give Dahlia all my money to help with this.
which is
All
nothing.
of your how much?
Literally
Literally
nothing.
trap.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy for Dahlia to buy it. Is it attunement? Have you got space to be tuned to it?
How many things can you be attuned to?
3.
Then yeah, because I only
Yeah.
have the Cloak of Protection. That's it.
Then yeah, I'm
I
happy
think you have
for
your
12
staff
grand.
as well.
Oh
Right.
yeah, okay, that's true. The staff. Oh yeah, the staff. That counts.
Yeah,
I can
I'm
have one.
yeah, I'm happy for Dahlia to purchase that. Ios,
Okay.
give her money.
Give me the money. I think
I'll
it's a.
remove 12,000 from the. Sorry, are we helping with any magic items?
I don't
Yeah,
have
are
anything.
you guys
No.
selling something as well?
I think.
No.
Are you? What?
I
Sorry,
was
what?
being very possessive.
No. What I am going to do is I'm going to buy another magic item. I'm going to buy the Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
You
Mm.
fiend.
Well,
But
yeah, he is a fiend.
that doesn't need to come out of the money because I've got more than enough to buy that on my own accord.
Rich guy over here.
I've got almost 2 grand.
I
No, we
did
do
have
not.
like a grand that I spent buying a flippin' gem encrusted bowl that I never even got. That was so sad.
Okay.
You guys
Current
could still
items are-
go to the Court of the Tivoli, see if there's still a thief there, and then as your
Turn
bolt.
this boat around. Turn this boat around.
Oh crap! He
I-
might have been in the prison. We might have missed him.
Or in
I-
the court.
I don't see anything that Luca would want.
No. Horn of Valhalla is really funny, but I don't think we want to spend that much money on it.
I love how it's also 25,500.
Well, yeah, you don't
It's the
wanna- you don't wanna
only
lowball it.
thing that has like a 25,000 or like Like, well, I guess there's the 6,500 from the horseshoes of speed, but other than that, it's like either below 1,000 or like 1,000 exact. But these two are just like 500. We have to do the 500.
It's
Definitely
very
not.
much like a Hail Mary kind of item, isn't it? Like
It's
Right.
a very
everything's
funny
going to
item.
shit.
Yeah, please
Here's
don't buy that
10
one.
guys.
Please don't buy that one.
Guys, let's buy that one.
The combat where you use that is gonna be fucking awful.
Actually,
Let's-
that golden glaive, although it's not magical, what's its rarity?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't identify
Yeah,
value. It just
that's fine.
identifies the magical.
I'll hold on to that for now until I can get it appraised properly to find out how much it's worth. But
Sure.
it'll stay in my bed. It's not on my person.
I have a +2 shield still. Does Crusher want that?
Is that the +2 shield you just bought?
Well, I have the spell guard shield and the +2 shield.
Oh, okay.
Is-
The +2 shield is from like just you guys found that along the Red Hand of Doom journey.
Shit, +2 shield. Assuming I actually use a shield would be an upgrade.
I'm assuming so that glaive that he's got, is it made of, did we say gold?
Yep.
Okay. Because you know how I'm like proficient with jeweler's tools, and I can like identify precious stones and stuff like that. Would I be able to get anything about the value of it, like if I had a look at it?
The glaive.
Yeah.
You could you could try and roll me something for it if you want.
Yeah.
Okay. You give the glaive to Dahlia for a moment, just to let her maybe see how much it's worth. Dahlia, like you say, you have had some experience with identifying the value of certain items. A lot comes through Zitchel and stuff, and even some like people that you've guided through Zitchel had like things to trade or sell, and you've kind of helped along, maybe got some information along the way. So you're sort of familiar with that skill. Roll me a just straight intelligence check, I guess it would be. I don't specify this as like a history or a nature or anything. It could be anything. So just a straight intelligence. Hey, that's not bad. Well, seeing as it's purely made of gold, even just in weight, if you would melt it down, it would probably be like into the thousands of gold pieces, because just out of sheer gold that it is. It's definitely not hollow, judging of the weight. So it's just like pure gold. Um, it being made into a glaive, it probably not serve as much as of a like a combat kind of thing. You'd think that this is more of a ceremonial thing. Maybe like just kind of like a thing you hang above your fireplace kind of thing. Or put like in an armor stand to kind of display it, sort of thing. So that being said, with the weight of gold that it is made of, and the fact that it is made into a glaive, 16. Yeah, you'll probably say that this could reach to like 20,000, probably something like around there.
Nice.
Maybe a bit less, but
Okay.
quite a good amount.
I'll put at
So-
least half of that into the into the bag.
So we
Once you
shall-
sell it.
Yeah.
So shall we then just put that in and
Well,
ask
no,
for the?
well, no, because we don't know its rarity is the issue. So that rarity, we could put that in and get 5,000 or whatever it is for rare. That's why we
it
won't
also
sell the dragon
says-
armor.
It also says selling magic items.
Yeah.
But that's not a magic item, right?
It's
So
not.
okay, so
Right.
if we try and sell it, maybe she won't accept it then anyway because it's not a magic item.
So along with the dragon armor, the demon armor, we'll just have to find a vendor on the next layer if there is one.
Okay.
I don't know about this demon armor.
So we
guys.
try with just buying with gold then.
Yeah,
Search it
we'll
up,
just
man.
have to buy with gold.
Okay, let's do that then.
I swear.
Or
Yeah.
will you
I
let
You've
Crusher
got it.
turn
into,
into a
like,
demon?
Would a +1 demon armor and +1 or sorry, a +2 shield be like a big upgrade for Crusher?
Well, plus
We are
one
not
probably
giving
wouldn't
him the
do
demon
anything.
armor.
It is. I did place it here. Look.
What does
Yeah.
it do?
While wearing this armor, you gain a +1 bonus to AC. You can understand and speak Abyssal. In addition, the armor's clawed gauntlets turned unarmed strikes within your hands into magic weapons that deal slashing damage with +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. And the damage die is 1d8. Curse. Once you don this cursed armor, you can't doff it unless you are targeted by a remove curse spell or similar magic. While wearing this armor, you have disadvantage on attack rolls against demons and on saving throws against their spells and special abilities. The wearer has disadvantage, blah, blah, blah,
Guys, why won't you let Crusher wear this?
blah.
I mean, you're more than welcome to if you really want to, but
Yeah,
we're gonna
absolutely
there's probably a
not.
lot of demons.
Like, I already have +1 plate armor, but why won't you let Crusher wear it?
Because you'll gain nothing for it.
I'll get cool claws.
You're not wearing this
and
armor.
a vulnerability to demons.
Get back.
I'll get vulnerability to demons. Come on.
Do you want this +2 demon shield?
Ooh, +2 demon shield. Now you're talking.
So where
It's
am I
also-
putting the money? Am I just dumping it on Ramius's, well, non-existent person now? He's not there.
Well, the circle is there still.
Okay, so putting it in the circle.
All right, you dropped the 12,000.
Yeah, and I guess I'll write on the back of the paper. Amulet of Health. Just drop that too. I don't know. Like,
Well, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. There's like a few things that have 12,000 gold pieces.
yeah,
Oh, don't
that's
do
why I was
this,
gonna
Yop.
say.
Right.
It's
That's
been
why I'm
declared
writing
what
on the
you
back of the
wanted.
paper.
Zariel heard her.
Going by the
Amulet.
first alphabetical thing, Yop, she would get Amulet of Health.
I think
It
that's
might
how
work like
works.
that with a lawful,
Well, wait a
lawful
minute.
creature.
Wait, but with the Dutch alphabet, it's not first.
Oh, true. It's always V for van.
Oh,
Or I tell you
put
what, I'll
V's
take
first,
the
yeah.
gold pieces and I will write out Amulet of Health with the gold pieces.
Well,
Sure.
don't do that because the moment you hit
Alright.
like 550, she might just accept that and give you whatever's 5. Just like, there you go.
True.
Gauntlets of Ogre Power, there you go. No, shield +1 is actually the cheapest one, I think, 450.
Just a
All right.
pile of +1
No,
shields.
you'll put the 12,000 with the little written gold piece note into the circle, and the moment you do, the geyser of fire will kind of erupt again. The money has disappeared, and in place of it is a small amulet.
Woo!
And look, I have this one prepared.
Yay.
And I'll just drag it into your inventory there.
Thank
Can
you.
you drag me Gauntlet of Ogre Power, please?
No,
Good
Okay.
call.
because you haven't put the money in yet.
I've subtracted it from my person.
Okay, well, after the player grabs the amulet from the deck of the ship, Al, you can step forward and put your money in.
Yeah, I'll put 550 gold pieces and a little note
Right.
saying Gauntlet of Ogre Power.
There's no other thing that is 500.
There
so you're
isn't.
good.
There isn't, but I have fear that you're like, well, you see that the money's gone and there's 100 left in what you've got.
Yeah. Yeah, you get the shield +1 plus 100 gold pieces. No, all right, you put it in. It shoots out a geyser of fire, and as the geyser subsides, the money is gone, and a few gauntlets are here.
I'm going to be unstoppable now. Aha!
Mm.
This can counteract my current issue of not being able to use other weapons and whatever it is that I designate after a long rest.
Nice. Which are you gonna subside though? Because you definitely have 3 achievements.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a case of like I'll have to make that decision as and when like I'm going to, because right now I've got 9 lives, Cloak of Displacement, and Bells being attuned, and I've got like 4 other items that require attunement.
Only have 4?
Yeah,
That's
because
crazy.
the Echo doesn't require attunement. So it's the Coil and Grasp, it's Vorpal, the Soulless Scale Mail, and now the Gauntlets.
Half plate, the soulless.
Yeah, that's the Soulless Scale Mail that I've got noted.
Oh, that is shit. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else, guys?
No, I think we're good.
Okay. As a kind of Valentra seems to be baffled at what just happened, she then kind of taps you, Al, on the shoulder and says, now that that's all gone, or happened, I don't know what you want to title that, but we're gonna go.
You're gonna go? Go where?
My sisters and I, we have chosen a different path. We think that going further into the Nine Hells, although escaping to Tivoli is a good thing, it will only make the journey more dangerous in the long run. And although you guys are up for it, we still have, to our opinion, a different goal. When we left the gardens, while rescuing some, we know that there are a lot that are still to be rescued. We want to try and do that. Plus, we think that the gardens will even protect us from the judgment of the Tivolis, as well, the whole thing about it is that no violence can be committed.
Do you have a sending stone on your persons?
No, we don't. But what I will say is that it is known to all of us that practice spell dancing that we can communicate with each other if we really want to.
Including those of us that you taught how to spell dance?
Yes, you'd only have to perform.
Okay. Then yeah, if anything goes wrong, or if you're in trouble, let us know. Because I don't think we'd
We
be
will.
here without your assistance.
And we won't be either. We might have, well, escaped the first time with that damn slaver. But we definitely wouldn't have escaped the second time if you weren't there, if you didn't warn us about what this garden really is. Dahlia, your approach?
I was just going to sort of say thank you for all of the help and to stay safe. We're only a song away.
She'll kind of slightly smile from the corner of of her mouth, and
You'll just slightly hear Al retch a little bit.
she'll give you a hug at Dahlia and
Aw,
say,
yay.
just keep an eye out on these boys.
Oh,
They
believe
can learn a
me,
lot.
I'm trying.
She'll also give a kind smile towards you, Al, and Ios as well, even to Crusher, and say, "All right, well, if you'd be so kind to grant us some space, then we'll be out of here." And
Are you sure there isn't some sort of like spell snapper or something that I might be before you go? Is there like a spell
I'm just gonna put my
break,
hand on Ios's
break
shoulder.
dancer or
It's over, buddy. It's over. Come on.
all
well,
right, just trying to keep it hopeful.
Valentra kind of giving a grin towards you now. The smile has appeared into a grin and says, "Well, there are legends about a spell tap dancer."
That's that's Ios's least favorite art form. So you see his shoulders drop and he's like, "Oh, just be safe, okay? You were invaluable in your help."
So were you. Thank you, my friend. and they'll take some steps back, create some room for themselves, begin to dance among themselves. The golden light will kind of envelop them, now only them and not the ship, and with a divine flash, they will disappear.
Ios runs into the spell dancers. Disappears.
Half of your body gets teleported towards the goggles. The other half lays dead on the ship.
Regenerate me. Gas regeneration.
Well, it was your lower half, so you can't speak. Shit. And that was Ios's death. All right. That makes the spell dancers go a little less crowded on the ship here. Although still pretty crowded. You guys have picked up some people along your two layers. Once we get to Nessus, you guys just have like a fucking cruise ship, probably.
We're gonna need a double decker ship.
Are any of the people that were with Cody looking in disbelief that we didn't offer for them to go with the spell dancers?
Oh, well, these guys were the voluntarily like
Oh, right, yeah.
escapees from the gardens. The others kind of just tried to go back to the gardens.
Try to swim to shore.
Yeah, well, these guys were actually the ones that wanted to do at least go away from the gardens. They don't know about like going into further into the Nine Hells, but you know, there's not really a place they think is a better suggestion. So at least you guys seem to be powerful enough to protect yourselves and probably protect them then in that logic. So that's what they're going with. I just remembered that we have some ambience as well. Okay. Let's see. We've done that. Okay. As you guys are now standing on a less crowded deck, what do you guys do? You're about to head into what you can now clearly see is a tunnel. And this tunnel is seeming to lead into the mountain ridge that surrounds the layer of this. The river Styx flows into this tunnel. It becomes a little narrower, but still makes a good like width of about maybe 100 feet.
Are there any facts we should know about this next layer? Is it super comfortable? Do gumdrops float in the sky? What are we dealing with?
That's a perfect question, my friend. Yes, there are some things. And before I go on as Kotam here, I wanted to actually, this is a perfect segue into this, Ian, but I wanted to announce something that we will be doing kind of throughout the campaign coming up. Because what I've noticed is that the traveling through the two layers of hells, although interesting, hasn't really felt much like actually probably what traveling through a hell would look like or would feel like. So, starting off into this next layer, you guys will, at the beginning, be informed by Kotam, at least to the best of his knowledge, what is kind of coming up and what you guys can prepare for. This will definitely affect you guys' travel plans within these layers, and make it so that some of these times traveling in the layer will definitely be unpleasant. But I think that's fitting for a hell. So I have prepared a list, and I think it's in. Where is it? Not here, not here.
Am I the only person that can still see Ramius?
Yeah, you have to reload your thing. It's kind
Okay.
of glitched. That happened with me too.
I see
That's
him.
why
I see him all the time too. It's like he never left.
Yeah, thanks, Silas. We're headed to the swamplands.
of course it was. Of course it was here. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna share a handout with you guys, which is called Planar Properties. It's gonna be found in Mineros, inside the creature thing, in your journal. But I'll show it to you guys so it appears. This will list a bunch of things that will be happening in the layer of Mineros. As well as some things that I have in the GM notes that will happen and that you guys can discover while being there, but maybe won't, right? That's up to what's gonna happen, I guess. But for now, I'll just read through this as you guys are too, I'm sure. Planar properties. Some effects in minerals are constant and unavoidable, the natural consequences of adventuring in such a plane. Potent poisons. When you expend a spell slot to cast a spell that deals poison or acid damage, treat the spell as if it were cast using a slot one level higher. In addition, the saving throw DC of all poison and disease effects increases by 2. Aura of Sickness. Any healing a creature receives, either natural or magical, is halved, rounded down. Creatures immune to disease or the poison condition are immune to this effect. A protection from evil and good spell or similar effect restores healing functionally for its duration. Traveling in Mineros. Mineros. Journeys across Mineros are slow and punishing. The plain swamps are choked with filth. This is kind of what Kotam is telling you in game, I guess. Is its air thick with rot and its ground treacherous with hidden hazards. Even the most prepared travelers struggle against its poisonous mirror and constant disease. The following rules represent the dangers faced by any who attempt to travel long distances across this plane. Travel pace. Because of the thick muck and lack of paths, creatures can only travel either on slow or medium pace while in Mineros. Dangerous terrain. Many hazards of this plane are unavoidable for travelers, be it snake bites from the underbrush, swarms of stinging insects, and jagged rocks hidden beneath the water. Creatures take 1 piercing damage for each mile they travel in Mineros. Mineros Rot. A creature that spends at least 1 hour traveling in the swamps of Mineros must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw at the end of the day or contract sewer plague. This is found in the Dungeon Master Guide 2024, page 61, but you can also just Google it. While in Mineros, the saving throw DC to resist or recover from its disease is 13 instead of 11 because of that potent poisons effect that I mentioned earlier. The disease can't be cured by magic unless the spell is cast using 5th level slot or higher, or by any effect of equivalent power.
Can I ask
That
as
is
well?
what- Yeah.
So when it says the thing about like any healing a creature receives, unless you're like immune to it, you're immune to this effect. Does that mean that like, so if I'm casting the spell onto somebody else, do they have to be immune, or do I have to be immune in order for them to?
They have to be immune because they receive the healing.
Okay, so the person receiving the healing needs to be immune.
Right.
Okay. This is fantastic, by the way, because I just gained immunity to poison, like, as we enter this layer. So I'm really happy right now. Like,
Well,
I'm feeling great.
I haven't said you leveled up, but at this
I
point,
feel
yeah,
sick.
you guys level
I feel
up
sick.
because we're going into
No
the
more
third
level
layer.
up.
Yes.
No more level up. Yeah.
Perfect time.
Question: is the Dungeon Master's Guide the player handbook? So are you now implementing 2024 rules rather than 2014?
Well, this one is just the 2024 rules I picked because it's the most updated. You have a sewer plague, I think, sickness from the Dungeon Master Guide 2014 as well, but it's kind of the same thing, so it doesn't really matter.
I'll remember this.
All right.
Okay.
And with that, I'll describe what you guys see as you move through the tunnel here into the third layer, Mineros. Here we go. The vessel slips free of the choking shadow of this and drifts into the sluggish current of the river Styx underneath the tunnel. Its hull groaning as it protests. The water grows thicker here the farther they travel, clinging to the ship like oil, whispering with half-formed memories that scrape at the edges of thought. Soon, as you proceed throughout the tunnel, the air turns heavy and wet, and the horizon collapses into a vast, sinking expanse, the festering bog of Mineros. There is no true shore to greet them, only sludge and ruin, broken towers jutting from the mire, chains disappearing into filth, and the constant suffocating stench of decay. As the ship slows and exits the tunnel, its keel grinding against the thick muck, it becomes clear. You guys have not arrived somewhere so much as begin to sink into it. And Mineros, also called the sinking plane, is now your current location. I'll, for just the visual here, I'll send you guys quickly back to the overworld screen here, because I did update that as well. Some new art.
You said it's a sinking plane?
Right.
I always sort of imagined Ios as like, you know, the scene where Legolas is walking on the snow and everyone else is trudging through the snow. That's sort of Ios's vibe. So he's
When
not gonna sink.
His whole body is literally just crystals.
He's spider slippers on the snow, so he can't go
Oh,
under
true,
it. Yeah.
true.
Would you say that the terrain was undrivable?
Yes, even for a war machine of that size. I mean,
All-wheel drive.
as long as
Or-
the things you see now, at least, right? Because there's still, like, you see on the art here that there's some sort of city there in the distance. That is something you don't see currently. The area in front of it is kind of what you see currently. So you see jutted ruins. Those probably would maybe support like a vehicle of that weight and size, but going in between those parts will definitely make it stuck and sinking in and that sort of thing. Treat this as the biggest swamp you've ever seen, and you're pretty close to what it looks like.
Okay.
The stench also, as you guys have now arrived into Mineros, is pretty fucking unbearable. Hopefully all of you are kind of hoping that in time you will get used to the stench, but something is telling you you're not, and you kind of just have to endure.
I don't breathe. I smell nothing.
I don't have a soul to be
Yeah.
offended by the smell.
Can't believe you guys all breathe. Bad choice on your part.
I even
It's
have
pretty gross.
ambience for
It's pretty gross.
Malbolge. Why did I title Malbolge? It's not Malbolge, it's Mineros.
Are we
Malbolge
leveling
is
up
this-
currently?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, you guys can level up.
Yeah.
Due to obvious reasons, I'm not gonna level up like Luca, because
You gotta do it.
So if I'm wearing the amulet, by the way, like now I've got that amulet, does that affect my
Sure.
hit points as well? Because obviously I had
Yeah,
the
it does.
constitution. Okay,
Yeah,
so
it does.
that's right.
Yeah, I would probably note down your original if you haven't already, and then you can now change it to a constitution of 9. What was your constitution now?
So the modifier is now 4. It used to be 2. So
Right, so you're
I've
going +2 onto like per level. So you're now leveling up as well. So you're level 14, right?
yeah. So I've used a calculator online to do it because I couldn't be bothered. So it's 129.
Yeah. I mean, 14. It's just you get 14 times 2 bonus to your HP, because the modifier increases by +2, which means every level will grant you another 2 hit points. So you're
Well,
going 20.
Oh, as in 2 more than it was before. Yeah.
Yeah, 2 more than it was before. So you're getting 28 more hit points.
Hell yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, so you guys take some time to level up your character sheets. If you have to, I'm gonna go to the toilet and grab something to drink. Right back.
Guys, I don't know what feat to take.
And I'm leaving my headphones here, so you guys can plan all about what you guys are gonna do with your character sheets. I can't hear you anymore. Bye.
Fine.
All right, guys, let's start saying bad things now that he's gone.
But the stream is still on.
He doesn't know that.
I also was going to take a level in Rogue, but I mean, Divine Health is a thing that he could use in this
It'd be really helpful right now.
in this
yeah.
level.
Yeah, if you're planning on taking another paladin level soon, now's not a bad time. But if you're not planning on taking more paladin levels, like, yeah.
I love this so much. So this well, I guess it's a druid circle feature, is that the fungal spores in your body alter you. You can't be blinded, deafened, frightened, or poisoned, and any critical hit against you counts as a normal hit instead.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Yeah,
Is that
it's very nice.
Is that when you're got your spores activated or all time?
No,
Like,
that's all the time. Like, because I always have spores around me,
Mhm.
just as a spores druid, and then I can activate them as the like symbiotic entity, which then gives me like a big buffer.
Mm-hmm.
I'm back.
But if not, they're just swirling around me all the time anyway.
Guys, stop saying bad things about Yop. He's back.
Yes, the DM is back.
Yeah, but I told them not to do it, but they were just... It was horrible.
Well, I trust you, Alex. So thank you for sticking up for me. Oh, you're rolling?
Actually,
Yeah,
to
I
be
was
honest,
horrible. Yeah.
this layer probably
effort.
is like very Dahlia. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I was
feeling
thinking
very
that
Dahlia.
too. I was
Yeah.
thinking that too.
Death,
I was like,
decay.
this seems. This,
Swamp.
I know she is like, right. You have like some connections with another layer, but this one seems like highly appropriate to actually you.
The circle of spores, yeah, rather than like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
tiefling part, yeah.
A lot of spores here. A lot of spores.
Hell yeah.
Yop, don't worry.
Like-
I've changed Crusher's fighting style. We're good.
Yeah, you're going fighter level 14.
Oh, yeah. You think I'm multi-classing now?
I don't know. I like, to be honest, I have no idea anymore with all of you, because I'm like, the amount of subclass changes and class changes that have occurred throughout these like 5 years, have like, it's a whole nother party.
This is Crusher's third fighting style in 3 hells, so he's having a great time.
Third fighting style, but also like Jonas and Crusher, just your character has also had 3 different
Slightly
fighter
different.
subclasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, that's so cool. So when I reach level 18, I can cast spells whilst I'm in wild shape form?
Mm-hmm.
If you reach level 18.
If
Yeah,
you're
that's
level 18.
That's like
Yeah,
4
would
more
be
layers
level
away.
18. Yeah, level 18 would be layer 7.
Yeah,
So.
fingers crossed. If I don't multi-class, which I don't think
If
I
you
will.
don't multi-class either, yeah, true. Hey, you guys are both having the average. That's kind of cool.
I wish I got like a 2.
Yeah,
I
me
hate
too.
average.
You guys have way too much HP with Luca buffing you guys off.
I think...
I have to like, when I really want to like make a challenge for you guys in terms of combat, I have to kind of just like either put so many enemies in there that I can do like so much damage, like for example with the on the beach, on the gardens, like with the fucking spine devils, or I just have to like kind of double the amount I roll for damage sometimes to make a dent.
Yup. My hit points went up to 113, so I'm gonna take 1 less, okay?
Sure.
What language does Isha speak again?
Aquatic or something? Is that
Yeah,
what? Like the
well, she speaks, let me check.
water
She
speaker?
speaks the Ija. Oh, actually, yeah. Oops, I should probably make a sheet for her.
We'll just teach her Infernal, it'll be fine.
I'll just make
You
this
told
sheet while you
me-
guys are doing this.
You told me
Uh,
she speaks Aquan, I believe.
Yeah, she speaks Aquan, that's it.
Okay. I now speak Aquan. And I
Nice.
can no longer
Well
speak
done.
Draconic.
What are special talks?
I can change it on a long rest, so it's fine.
Oh, okay.
But all I get with this level up is ability score improvement, so guess I become more charismatic then.
Well done. There you go, now she has a character sheet.
Yeah. One of these days, one of my 10 ability score improvements, I'll actually do an ability score improvement instead of a feat. But just the list of feats is great, so maybe not.
Plus 15 in acrobatics will make that arguing for acrobatics instead of athletics even more, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, as soon as you say athletics, I'm like, all right, I'm not doing that. Nope, I gotta do something else.
I will also say this, and it's gonna disturb one of your guys' leveling up progress here a bit. But as you guys are traveling into Mineros, taking your first mile of River Styx into this new layer, all of you kind of looking around, seeing what this new layer brings, one of you will experience something strange. Ios, you see, as you kind of scour the horizon, in one of the towers, ruined towers in the distance, you see a small purple light. You're the only one that sees this, and as you focus your sight on it, it begins to increase, growing bigger and bigger until it envelops your whole sight. And I'd like you to go with me towards the one-on-one chat, please.
Oh, look at
Eat
me,
out.
I'm Ios, and I get one-on-one chats with the DM.
Right, good luck, guys, with the leveling up.
I mean, like I
guys,
said,
you
all I
both-
get is ability score improvement. There wasn't much for
Yeah,
me to
same.
level up. Like,
Yeah,
Took the ability score improvement?
I
What's that?
took you took a feat, right? You learnt a language, or is that part of your?
no. So one of my feats already. After every long rest, I can take out one of the languages that I've learned from this feat and replace it with another one, as long as I know the name of it.
So you could have done this a while ago then. It just
Yeah.
happened to be now that you decide. Okay.
Well, I thought it was on level up, which I've just checked there, and it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But I am
hope
now.
He throws an invisible wizard.
I am now more wise and more charismatic.
If he throws invisible wizards at us right now, I'm just gonna destroy him. I'm built for it now.
Well, we can see invisibility.
Can we?
You remember the steel mirror that I picked up in Medusa's lair in campaign 2?
No.
It was like a broken.
all.
It was a broken like silver mirror.
Okay.
Can you remember Medusa's lair that we fought in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm seeing this now. Okay.
I found that, and only just like 3 weeks ago, got it identified by Luke. And it's like a mirror of true sight or something, like the invisibility.
Yes. That's pretty helpful. Yeah.
Obviously, I've got to like face it like behind me, so I'm turning my back to the enemy to see them. But
It definitely helps.
If I had
Sarah was...
if I had aid and symbiotic entity, my hit point maximum. Well, sorry, no, my like total hit points, including temporary hit points, would be like 215 now. Which is
Yes,
pretty
overpowered.
nice. I'm liking it.
Which is, I think, one of the reasons. So they've changed it because obviously right now you get separate hit points wherever you wild shape into, but that's changed in the 2024 playbook. So now you no longer get separate hit points when you wild shape. It's still your own hit points. So they've nerfed the druid quite a bit.
Actually, for me, that's probably not so much of a nerf, because
No,
the druid wild shapes I can like. Yes, okay, technically they count as extra hit points because then I go back to my hit points afterwards, but arguably because like everything other than the circle of like the moon, I think you can only like go into like challenge ratings of like 1 in terms of wild shapes, so their hit points are always so low anyway that I barely last 5 seconds.
What's the maximum hit point that you've got currently that you can wild shape into?
Probably like 20 something, 26, 27.
And how many wild shapes do you have?
Well, this is the thing. I have
But how many wild
4
shapes
uses.
do you have?
I have 4 uses of wild shape, but bearing in mind that my symbiotic entity gives me 56 extra hit points.
Yes, but
so I could use that 4 times instead of my wild shape, and I would still be better off than wild shaping.
Yeah, but the point is that if you didn't have the symbiotic entity, that's still like almost 100 hit points you've got spare there, which is why they changed it.
Well, yeah, but if I didn't have symbiotic entity, like I wouldn't have the extra points I have. I'd have like no reason to be using it, and therefore would probably rely on wild shape a lot more. But generally speaking, this whole build, like that's why he increased my, because I technically by 5e rules I should only have 2 uses of my wild shape, but I spoke to Yop and I was like, it doesn't really, that basically means I can't really use wild shape hardly at all, even at like level 14, 13, whatever, because if I use my symbiotic entity, that leaves me with 1 use for a whole day, which is like, just doesn't seem very druidy. So we already increased that, but yeah, it's so for me it's not as big of a nerf, but
What do you think they're talking about in there?
who knows?
God knows.
Just purple stuff.
His dragon soul sword. It's probably reaching out to him. Probably he's giving him a mission because we don't actually have a soul on this layer to get. So there isn't actually any reason for us to be on this layer. Other than...
Yeah, we're just going to skip through no matter what.
No, we're not. Because there's something I want on this layer.
Nah, I don't think so.
It's something I want, but the party isn't aware that I want it.
You have enough swords.
Can never have enough swords, Alex.
I have none, and I have enough. So.
Oh no, so...
Especially when the Black Razor is the sword I'm after.
In the 2024 rules, it's not that you have the same hit points, it's that when you wild shape, you assume a number of, or you get a number of temporary hit points equal to your druid level. So it's basically just like
still massively
you're gonna have
nerfed in comparison.
Doesn't matter which like creature you become. But actually, I kind of like that because it means that like becoming a like moon druid, for example, doesn't give you a stupidly mad like advantage really early in game if you can transform into some crazy creature. Because it's very annoying.
just gonna be fine now. In the bottom of the ship.
What?
Our dead vampire or whatever he is in the bottom of the ship is gonna be fine now.
What have you done?
He won't get back up. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. There was a corpse down there already. I didn't get that one.
I don't trust you at all. But
I didn't put any new corpses in the basement. I should have, but no, not me. I wish the poison stuff counted for poison resistance. That'd be nice.
I know. Sad times. Well, not for me.
Yeah. You're great. You're fine.
Never been so happy to like happen to enter this kind of a layer at the same time as getting the level that just happens to give me poison immunity.
It's pretty perfect timing, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I just kind of know what all my levels are. I have to make like one more choice after this, and then it's just no decisions with fighter ever again.
Yeah. I mean, I
just-
feel like if I'd have thought about it like obviously when we started at like level 11, it was going to be way too complicated to try and learn how to multi-class. And now I feel like I'm just better off staying druid because
Yeah.
you become so strong like once you reach
Yep.
higher levels.
It's like if we're gonna go high level, I want to get one class to high level. I don't want to split it up.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna get the most attacks anyone's ever had with this class, and that's all I'm here for. Once I start hitting double-digit attacks on turns, it's gonna be great. Actually, I need to check. I might be close to that now, even. I think I can do at least 9. Yeah, I think I'm max out at 9 right now. But soon it'll happen. What level spells are you at now? 7 still?
Yeah, this is still level 7.
Okay.
I think I get an extra level 7, an extra like I get an extra something when I level up next time, but nothing this time.
Yeah. Yeah, next one 8 then, okay. I don't even know what druids get at these levels.
No, spell slots are tight. Yeah, so
bet.
14, 15. Okay, yeah, I'll get one level 8 at 15.
Yeah,
And
these
then-
last few don't get a lot of slots for. Ever.
Yeah, and then I don't get my level 9 until 17, level 17.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Did Ios die over there?
You see Ios's body start to wither, and he
Yeah.
becomes Slasher. He is now Slasher. We have Crusher
No.
and Slasher.
No,
Yes.
not Slasher. My greatest foe. At least Piercer's not here. I hate that guy.
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll drag you back as well. Okay, how's the leveling up going, guys? I think we're good because I see already a new drawing, so it means we're not doing leveling up anymore.
Yeah, I didn't really have much to do, just add the feature and then that's it.
Yeah, if I'm a fighter, I rolled HP.
You know.
Never had a choice.
I I had feat choice this level, so there's actual stuff.
What feat did you choose?
You'll see.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I can actually look, but
Don't look. Don't do it. You'll ruin the surprise for yourself.
okay, sure thing. I'll just keep it a surprise for me too. All right. You guys, you don't notice anything happening to Ayas, by the way. There's nothing that is noticeable.
He doesn't turn more purple.
No.
Oh.
Like you guys, he kind of just stares across the new plane you've arrived in. And yeah, as Kotem kind of resides the properties of Mineros, I want to find the document again. Yeah, there we go. And I also want to have, well, Dahlia, you said this is kind of your plane, so we'll take you first here. I want you to roll me a d4. Two. Oh, that's fun. All right. So as you have now exited yourself out of the tunnel, you not only see the landscape of Mineros and smell it, but you also begin to feel something that starts happening. The weather here seems to act up as you guys come into this layer. And from the skies of Mineros, you begin to feel and see a weather effect you've never seen before. A sort of freezing sludge consisting out of ice, mud, and foul water begins to pelt the landscape. And it turns every kind of visible point in the landscape into this carpet of slick and treacherous mixture of what I just described, the ice and mud and water. It also moves in this kind of sideway motion, as if to fall from the sky, but then kind of blowing up again, really pelting you in the face. And although you're not affected by anything in terms of the travel pace or dangerous terrain or, well, minerals rot, actually, because you're still in the river Styx, this weather definitely does affect you. And while traveling now, you do so on a slow pace. And as long as you don't seek cover, you'll have to make some effort to actually stay afoot. So anyone that doesn't want to risk having to roll from that, either go inside of the hull of the ship or stay underneath Semserif's kind of little tent. With some luck, you could also hide behind the sail of the ship. Kind of the steering is actually pointed in the right direction, so anyone behind the sail on the side of the steering wheel there is going to be sort of safe as well.
To the tent.
Ija will join you, Crusher. Kind of run towards you and grab onto your leg.
Are we meant to be able to see the ship again? Do I need to reload?
No, I'll drag you guys over.
Okay.
This place is truly rank.
I don't know what you mean, Ios. Smells like home. I'm gonna run for the hatch, by the way, to try and go down.
Sure thing. Find yourself among three of the new crew, two of the two humans as well as the satyr. Luca will join you as well.
Lovely.
Might who else is down? Is Al's up here? Crusher's up here. Aegis up here. I also mentioned to everyone who's on deck right now that he just had a visit with our favorite gem dragon, and my
Who's that?
Eldon Sir. He lives in this sword. Where have you been?
You said our favorite gem dragon.
Oh, you have a different gem dragon. Oh, okay, I got. Eldon Sir, and I'll say, I guess I should mention Zamza as well. Like, there are new dragons that are showing themselves on each plane of hell, it seems, and Eldon Sir tasked me with uniting them, getting their names, and hopefully their promise that they will stand against what might be the Dragon Queen at the end of the day. So one dragon is here. Zamza is with us right now, but Al, in your sword, there is another, and on this layer there will be another.
You're saying there's another dragon of my kind on this layer? Some sort of will ask.
Zamzareth, not necessarily. Is the one in the blade purple too?
No, that's not a. You don't know if that's a chromatic dragon, but it was described to you as a
time dragon. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dragon.
Not purple, so to speak. Not. I guess not any similar to you, and the only similarity being they are different and they are new and they are hopefully the dawn of something powerful.
Good or bad? Because Tiamat's powerful, I wouldn't have said that was a good thing.
Eldon Sir expressed that they have the potential for good, and they should be treated as something that is to be put effort into. But we know that, and Zamza, I know I'm part dragon too, in a sense. We have our personality quirks sometimes, so we have to approach it with grace and a little bit of humility, I'm sure. But Eldon Sir believed this was important, and as opposed to collecting these dragons, sort of empowering and allying with these dragons is our next move.
You want to make an alliance out of them? Like, well, I say this with some sort of questionable nature behind it, but I know that I've been trying to be an ally to you all, also to show the gratitude towards saving me. But you really think these dragons that we will encounter, one on this layer, you say, will listen?
That's a great question. I'm sure listening and considering what we're saying are different things, but everyone has an angle. Everyone has something they need, and I think that's how we need to approach it. We can unite powerful foes, unite powerful allies to take on one foe, and that might be enough for some of them, not having to worry about the bigger, meaner dragon in the hells. Or maybe freedom. I'm not sure. Everyone craves something different.
Right. Do you think these different dragons will be... Well, I know you mentioned the time dragon inside Vezel, whatever that is, but the time dragon, I mean. But do you think these ones will all be just different ones, or chromatic, or...
Maybe a mixture of all. Maybe we'll find another purple dragon. Maybe we'll find a space dragon. Maybe we'll find an orange dragon. I really don't know. He just seemed hopeful, and I trust him with my life.
Then I will too.
I also will.
As you guys are getting pelted into the face from this fucking weather.
Yeah, I'm gonna go inside and tell Dahlia all this. It's too bad she ran off, but
And Luca.
I get it. This sucks up here, and he'll go do that. Is Ko staying on deck?
Ko is currently talking. Well, he was listening now to you, but he was talking with the new crew members, hiding behind the mast to shield himself from the weather.
Okay. I'll go down and say the same thing I said to Dahlia, or say it to the boys.
The moment Io steps out from underneath the canopy, I'm going to cast Hold Person.
You
Is that a con? Is that con save?
Wisdom.
Ugh.
That's a failure.
As you step in there, I will describe to you the property of staying in the... it's called Sleet Sludge, this weather type.
I'm so sorry.
You die instantly.
While traveling well, it says while traveling long distances during a sleet sludge.
Never mind. I had advantage the whole time.
Well, no, same.
Oh, that's who really saves
Same
you.
result. While traveling long distances during the sleet sludge, creatures can travel only at a slow pace. In combat, which I'll treat this as combat for now, creatures can't see further than 60 feet. Exposed flames are extinguished, and areas... Oh yeah, you guys don't have flames on the fucking ship anymore at the moment.
Okay.
Explosive flames are extinguished, and areas open to the sky count as difficult terrain. A creature that ends its turn without cover from the sky must succeed on a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, or fall prone. A creature that falls prone this way can also loses concentration on any spell it is maintaining.
Because he's paralyzed, does he automatically fail the dex throw?
Right, I think he automatically fails dex saves. So, as you set foot into the sleet sludge here, just to kind of quickly scramble your way into the hull of the ship, you get paralyzed on the spot as Al kind of casts a spell. You hear the familiar now incantation of this spell in your ears as you kind of stop moving. And as you stop moving, the sleet sludge kind of hits you in the face. Back into... You actually fall back onto Ija here. And Ija kind of screams out in chaos. As she now has a dragonborn paralyzed on her.
Well, now I don't feel good about it.
I have hurt the child.
Listen, I'm the biggest advocate for this child. The biggest advocate for this child.
Crusher's not blaming you.
Oh, okay.
She begins to cry underneath the weight of this.
I'll drop concentration.
Okay.
Stands up, and he walks up to Al with a very serious look on his face, He gives him a hug, and he says, "I know you do that because you're hurt, and it's very funny to me."
Ayos, what's your passive perception? Oh God, for sleight of handing. First, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 14.
Yeah, I'd say that's enough. As you go in for the hug, you notice that Al's not wearing his necklace anymore of tongues.
Oh my god.
What?
With that being
Uh,
said,
wh-
what are you trying to steal here from him?
I'm not trying to steal anything. I engage his immovable rod, and I press the button.
Is that what we're calling it these days?
Hey, I just came
Sure,
in my
alright.
pants. What
At level
happened?
33, I'm gonna definitely say Al has no idea that you've just done this. So, alright, you move inside the hole now?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll try and walk forward to speak to Isha and realize that I
As
can't.
you try to now with your new language walk forward, the rod, wherever placed on your body, is gonna keep you from moving. And actually, well, first it's gonna keep you from moving, but with your new ogre power, your strength is so immense that you actually rip your own clothes.
I'm not wearing the. I am not tuned the gauntlets.
The ship is moving,
Yeah.
guys. The ship's moving, so Al's moving too. Because
yeah,
that
true.
rod is stopped in space.
Yeah, true. Crusher, you see Al kind of just fucking like begin to move. Samsarif can just about dodge you as she feels you brushing against her scales.
I held you in person, like in place. I didn't risk you to the river Styx.
Harlem Foss fucking dives to like one side as you kind of just are dragged across the ship because
Can
of the
I-
immovable rod in your clothes, still holding you up.
I assume at this point I
Lord, he's
realise.
lost
I assume at this point I realise why I can't move.
Yeah, I'll say you do.
Okay, I'll press the button
So
on the immovable
about
rod.
as you move towards here, you're quick enough to like press the button again, and as you kind of come to a still stand, you move to the back of the ship here and clash against the bow, just in time to like move again.
That motherfucker. God damn it.
Is he slipping?
Yeah, roll me a deck. Roll me a deck save. You're not slipping. Good roll. Harlem Foss kind of, as you walk past him, he says, "What the fuck?"
Shut up.
Shut up.
Alright, well, that having displayed that kind of thing that just happened, Ija, as kind of still a little bit crying, now is kind of leaned against Crusher. One arm wrapped around your knee, Crusher.
He will allow it.
I'll say it to an Aquin.
Yeah, sure.
Are you okay?
She kind of raises her eyebrows in shock, and then says in Aquin back to you, Why did he fall on me?
That was a little prank between friends. I'm sorry, you weren't meant to get involved in that.
Why did you run away?
Once again, a prank between friends. But we're okay. We're all okay. How's the
Not gonna
cloak?
run away?
No, I'm not gonna run away. Don't worry. How's the cloak I gave you?
It's okay. And she kind of wraps the cloak around her a little bit tighter. And she continues and says, People have run away from me before. I don't want that anymore.
Don't worry, we're not going anywhere, Isha. You're safe with us.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Why can I understand you all of a sudden?
Well, you see, some of us have certain abilities and powers, and one of my abilities allows me to speak any language I want, and I selected your language.
Can I have that language too? The power, that ability? Because that man, and she points to Ko, has been trying to teach me something, but I have no idea what it is.
I wish I could give you that power, but unfortunately there's a dire price for this power. And that's not something that you need to get involved in.
Some devil's like, you want to sign this contract?
As another contract appears, I'm just batting it away. No! Get away!
A contract flashes into existence. in between you, Al, you grab it and just rip it apart. What was
Absolutely not. Nothing. You don't. I'll tell you when you're older.
that? Okay. Anything you guys want to do before we move on?
No.
Yeah, Dahlia, you're below deck now with Ios. Ios seems to be a little bit more covered in sludge and ice and mud and stuff than you.
Get caught in the rain, did you? You're muted.
I've
did,
cast mute on him.
That's not a spell.
It is now.
Silence, I guess.
Yes, Al got me again, but I got him as well. So
I think.
Oh, good.
You moved down before you could see the result, but...
Yeah, and what you got me with could very well kill me, and you don't know if it has or not.
I'm gonna like touch some of the sludge that's on Ios, and I'll be like, it's a good thing that precipitation doesn't exist in the hells, otherwise you'd all have lost your minds.
Well, this like liquid is coming from the skies, not from.
That's why I said precipitation,
Oh,
because the way that it
precipitation.
works in the real world is that like the water from the ocean goes up to like from the ground goes up to,
Yeah.
and so
as
on
soon
and
as
so
it,
forth.
as soon as it like leaves the liquid form, I guess, from the river Styx, it kind of loses
It's not.
properties.
Can we move on from the geography talk? You're giving me PTSD.
yeah,
That's insensitive, Al.
I'll use one of.
That was just plain.
Wait, can I get
That
Luca
was
to cast
insensitive,
precision?
plain.
Sorry, Ian. Go ahead.
Someone clean me off.
Luca will come around the corner and cast prestidigitation on you. Clean you up.
Thank you. And I'll inform Dahlia of all this stuff. I think she's probably the biggest supporter of keeping living things living in our group. So just let her know that we're looking for the names and the allegiance of these dragons. So we may have a few extra things to do when we're down here.
Okay. I
That's
would
an
say that
interesting claim you
arguably,
make.
yeah, I would say arguably of all kinds of druids, I'm the least likely to care so much about
What?
living things being living. It's more like I want things to live their natural life, but I also don't mind if things die and become like undead.
Right.
Yeah.
I think Dahlia is very much in my side here is very much of the idea that the natural progression of things is to be upholded, but like death is also part of that natural progression.
Yeah, and that becoming undead is just another part of like the continuation of life.
Mm-hmm. Right.
But I do believe that things shouldn't like die before their time. So obviously, that murder and things like that are obviously inherently.
Yeah.
And I love animals and dragons, so you got me there.
I don't think dragons would specify as animals, but yeah, sure.
I mean, they're beasts, right? Creatures.
They're dragons. They're just kind of a thing on their own.
Well, they look like.
I guess
vampires.
technically, if you would say like humans are animals too, then yeah, sure, then dragons would be animals too.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Much cooler than humans.
Yeah, a lot cooler animals, but it's alright. Yeah. Also, from all of your experiences, you didn't expect to actually have like ice on this layer, because it's mostly like a swamp, which, although not as hot as Avernus or like as scorching as the streets of this, it's still like pretty fucking like humid at least, and gets up in temperature to a uncomfortable level. But nonetheless, there is ice coming from the sky here. It seems that just kind of this whole ass plane is just kind of one chaotic mess. Not only in environment, but also in weather.
When we
Which
got
is
here, I thought you would be as happy as a pig in shit, but it seems like hell is hell.
I think we're gonna have to be extra careful moving around in this plane.
Yeah, I'm just hopeful the sailors that have been working for a few hours now can figure out their jobs.
you guys almost like crashed into the tunnel like when going through it, but you guys managed, and now we're expanding into a more like wider part of the river Styx again. Although it is mixing with the plane of Mineros, where, like I said and described, it makes the water of the river Styx kind of a very murky, very thick liquid. Almost like mud, but not quite. Now with the weather, it's even mixing in more stuff. So, like, yeah, it's quite difficult to navigate. But the kind of thick liquid also makes it hard to move, which then in terms makes the ship slower, which gives them more response, I guess, time to correct their faults. So, not too bad in that case.
And I know Vuk's not here, but I immediately tell him that Al doesn't have his tongue necklace anymore.
Right. Let's do Alex, because you're back into it. Roll me a d6.
Sure. What am I rolling a d6 for?
Well,
Madness.
Let's find out.
Oh, I'm crazy.
That's fun. All right. Yeah. I was gonna say Alex. Crusher. As you look across the bow of the ship, you see to a part where you guys have kind of steered through. You don't know if it's intentional or not due to the new crew, but you've kind of steered to the left of the river Styx and are more closer to that shore side. You can see in the distance being front here, through the sludge even, you see what seems to be a group that you, I think, have encountered before. Yeah, definitely, because you were there as well. You see a group of about a dozen hell wasps. These
Yes.
and they are on the shore. They're currently, let me say it as they say it here, attacking so a convoy of about like 30 lemurs are under attack by a flock of a dozen hell wasps. And they're kind of, I guess they're looking for food because they're currently picking off these lemurs as kind of snacks. You know by now that the lemurs are the lowest of the lowest in terms of devil hierarchy. Like they literally are created within the river Styx. The kind of transfusion from a soul ending up here in the lower planes and crawling out of the river as this new form, this low life. And well, it seems that a few of these lemurs have kind of crawled upon the shores of the river Styx, beginning their new and hopeful life within the hells, but are like a bunch of newborn turtles are being picked up by some hell wasps on this beach. You also see that getting closer on the hell wasps, there's actually a few creatures that are sitting on them. And not all of them are being mounted, but about 5 of them are being mounted by imps. Another low hierarchy kind of level of devil. They're also all on the ground at the moment because the sleet sludge makes it pretty much fucking impossible to like fly safely.
Crusher will just turn to Al. Those bugs could be a problem if they. Could be an issue if they start to fly again.
Yeah, well, let's make sure we get out of here quickly then. I'll say a bit louder so Brown can hear.
Bram kind of awkwardly laugh or like grinning towards you, saying, the sludge makes it pretty hard to steer." And he you see him grabbing onto the fucking steering wheel, but like you're still drifting towards the left side towards them.
Crusher, can you try and steer the ship away?
Crusher will try to steer the ship.
All right, make me an athletics check.
He's pretty okay at those. Do I have to declare inspiration beforehand? I never remember.
Yeah, you can add it on to for the results, but after the roll.
Gonna add it, and I'll add a d6 too.
Did you roll athletics or strength?
I did roll strength, so add another 9 to this.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Or not another 9, another 5.
5. Okay, so you have 13 plus 5, so 18.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you make it so that the ship is not steering to the left anymore, but even with your strength, it's hard to steer it back to the right. So you're still like currently on the left side of the river Styx, about 30 feet or so from the actual shores.
Can I go over to help with the turning of the wheel? Like, can I also stand the other side and try and turn it, like pull it down?
I'll say this, Crusher, as you turned it, you kind of notice that the steering wheel has locked into place, which means it's turned all the way. It's just that the river Styx is kind of pushing you towards this side, due to the weather maybe, or due to just the thick sludge kind of making
pushing
it
us towards the wasps.
Well, it's currently you're now on a straight line again, because it's like you're all the way steering to the right, but the river is kind of steering you to the left, so like you're on a straight line again, so you're not getting closer to the shore, but you're not managing to get further away from it either.
Okay, I'm going to pick up Asia and I'm going to take it to the hatch.
Okay. You're going in yourself or just dropping her?
I'm just going to put her down the hatch and I'm going to shout down to them, to those below.
Talia, you see Ija kind of like being lifted by Al's prosthetic arm, being lowered into the hatch there. She kind of like flails with her legs trying to catch on to the staircase or the ladder.
You all may want to come up here sooner rather than later.
Brazy will kind of jump up and grab onto Ija and kind of lower her safely to the deck of the ship here.
I'll go up.
All right, you go up.
I'll go up as well.
As soon as you guys go up, you'll have to make a decision if you go underneath the tent or like see cover behind the sail or stay here because there's still.
Is it always
sludge?
Is it always a deck save?
Yep, it's always a DC 10 deck save.
I'll head for the cover for now.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll say out. I have a plus 11 to saves, deck saves. So.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
chances.
we've made it clear that the saving throws, even if you roll a natural 1, will not mean that you don't succeed. It will just mean a yes and I get to think of something.
Yes,
right.
And you find a vorpal sword in your pocket.
Right. Al, what are you doing?
Luca, stay with Asia. I'm going to shut the hatch. I'm going to head back. So they're on this side of the bank.
Right.
Okay, I'm going to kind of like steady myself to here.
Okay. All right. As soon as you kind of come past them, you were still like a little bit away from them, but in the distance you notice them now more clearly as ever, but also they will notice you at some point. The ship is still just a big ship that goes through the shore and now only 30 feet away from where they are at, pretty much. So, one of the imps in Infernal will scream towards the others and say, "That seems interesting. What? You guys come over there?" And the imps will kind of look towards each other and say, "We can try." And they'll kind of like smack the hell wasp that they're currently sitting on and try and fly towards you. Now, they'll have to make a dex save here to like not fall prone. So, we'll see how that goes for the hell wasps. Drag one on there so I can actually trigger the saving throws. As one of them kind of flies up, the one that actually did the initial like talking, the Hellwasp will kind of try and fly into the sleet sludge, but fail to, and kind of plummet down into the river Styx. The imp, still able to fly himself, will kind of jump off the Hellwasp and land onto the ship.
I think
I-
you've made a mistake.
My sword is already pointing towards his neck.
Yeah.
I'll throw another free for the imps that are actually wanting to come on there. The other hell wasps are kind of staying where they're at right now because they want to eat lemurs. Another one goes. And another one goes. Terrible rolls.
So
well,
3
you
imps
have
are on
one
the
hell
ship now?
wasp. Yeah, one hell wasp and 4 imps on there.
Do they recognize the sword I'm currently holding to his neck?
Which sword is that? Bell?
Bells, yeah.
Well, he doesn't seem to recognize it, no. As they're on the ship, the one that was talking and just fucking jumped off his hell wasp will say, "I'll get another one." Anyways, what is it you travelers bring up to Mineros, or I guess I would say bring down to Mineros?
Who said you could enter our ship?
Huh?
Who said you could enter our ship?
I just thought it would be a nice conversation to have with some newer faces. Don't have a lot of mortals that come here anymore, since the whole traveling thing.
You know full well that any violence you take on this ship is going to end with your demise, right?
Who said we were fighting? I didn't. I just want to
Can
talk
we
to
kill
you.
them?
What do you want to talk about?
Well, what is your goal here? I mean, like I said, there's not a lot of mortals that come here anymore. And, what's that? And he points towards Zemserif.
That is none of your concern, and neither what our goals are.
Have you not seen any dragons before? Is this one unique to you?
Well, other than you being the one that looks most like it that I've seen, no, not really. Just curious. But I will say, maybe we can trade informations. I'm sure that coming into this, you seek something, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And, well, then you could maybe tell us and we could help you out. Just to have something to talk about.
Who do you serve?
We were born here, so I guess we would have to say Mammon.
That's who I seek.
You seek Mammon? And they kind of look at each other.
Did I stutter?
curious thing for a mortal to seek. Well, Mammon is of course in a city. Are you new to this? Like, have you ever visited this plane before?
I'm just not. I'm just gonna stare at him whilst my sword is still outstretched. I'm not gonna reply.
What do you want me to tell you? That he's, I mean, everyone knows where Mammon is. He never leaves.
Then point us in the right direction. Be on your way.
I guess. Well, if you want to go to Mammon, you probably have to seek an audience with him. But he is in the city of Chains. That's his home base. It's pretty recognizable, and I guess if you go further down the river Styx, then you will eventually see it hanging in the sky, like it always does. And Kotam will kind of chime in here and say, the city of Chains is called like that because it's the home of the Chitons. We've met some before, the Chain Devils. But it is also the home of Mammon himself. It is called the City of Chains not only because of its inhabitants, but also because it is, other than anything else that is structured on the ground, is hanging from chains that reach into the sky. Nobody really knows what those chains are connected to, but it makes it so that the City of Chains is the only thing that doesn't sink into Minoros itself.
Is Mammon just a giant chain guy?
No, Mammon is not described as anything familiar to a chain devil. Some stories describe him as a kind of a out-of-shape pit fiend, while others describe him as some sort of giant slug.
Are there any safe roads to the City of Chains, or is it all bad?
Well, the river Styx is, of course, the safest part. I have to admit that while traveling through Minoros, I have never steered away from the river Styx. One, because I had my ship, but two, it is a very, very hard place to traverse. The City of Chains is only accessible through flight. I have never been there myself due to the lack of it. But I guess flying up there once you're under it is what you'll have to do. Or teleportation, of course, that works too. The imp kind of replies. But I do have to say that if your plan is to traverse through Minoros, through the river Styx, the City of Chains might be reachable, but going further, actually going past Minoros, has been a bit difficult as of late. You
What do you mean?
There's something that has occurred. The passage onwards to Flagathos is no longer open. Not as it was, at least. You masked man, he points to Kotem. You ever heard of the inevitable Throve? And kind of Kotem nods a bit. And the imp continues and says, well, that place, it has been claimed by something. Something new, something powerful. It also demands a toll.
Okay, what claimed it and what is the toll?
Well, that's the question, right? Nobody really knows what has claimed it. But the toll is also something to be still determined. The devil's expression kind of tightens, and he continues and says, "No one really agrees on what it is. Some speak of bargains, others of memories or names, pieces of themselves. Those who meet the demand, they pass through to Flagafos, it seems. And, well, those who don't." And kind of there hangs a little bit of a silence on the ship. Well, they do not return. Let's just say that.
How does Mammon feel about this entity claiming one of his cities?
No idea. There are speculations that he is it himself that strikes this toll. I mean, he is the archdevil of greed. But if you intend to go deeper, be certain that you're willing to give whatever that creature demands.
Well, we will have a word with your archdevil first. Now, you wanted information trading. So what information can we give you? And at this point, I'll put my sword away.
Oh, well, that was kind of it. I just wanted to know where you guys were heading and what you guys were doing. Information like that, it's always good to know, especially from tourists. I mean, you could give me the reason of why you want to visit Mammon, but I don't think you're gonna give it, so...
That would be correct.
Right. Anyways, if it's something to do with greed, then you're at the right place. But getting something from Mammon would then maybe make it the worst place in the multiverse. Depends on, I guess, what you're offering. Anyways, good luck. And as they kind of fly off, they're small enough to not be affected by the sleet storm as much, as well as having poison immunity. So that helps too. And they kind of disappear off the ship. I'll roll for this Hellwasp to see if he plummets into the thing. No, he's fine. And they go back to their lemur feeding.
That went a lot better than expected. So, City of Chains then?
Has Al made it clear that he wants to go for a specific reason, or is he?
No, not yet.
Yeah. TO69 will kind of fly towards you, El, and say, what is the actual reason we're trying to get to Mammon, sir?
Oh, he can't lie to TO69. He can't do it. He won't do it.
Well,
Look.
my purpose is to protect the party. It is signed in my contract, and I want to do so to the best of my ability, visiting the Archdevil himself, the one you've informed me that you stole from and used his vault without his permission, seems a bit risky.
Wait, what did we steal from Mammon?
He points to the shadow, and he points towards, for example, the...
Wait, that was Mammon's vault?
Right.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, it is Mammon's vault.
Oh, no. This changes everything.
Vault 666. Property of Mammon.
Okay. What do I...
That's why it's here, Plain, the sword. Why'd you think the sword was bought by Malcolm and then brought to the vault and then of course brought wherever it is now?
Yeah. I'll say it to TO69. I just think that we've made enemies of 2 archdevils already, or at least 1 archdevil and the devil that really runs the the layer of hell, that wouldn't be the worst idea to try and make peace with Mammon, and at least try and get favour.
You want to give back the stolen items and apologize?
If that's what is required to have peace and favour within, then yeah.
Ios is
No.
laughing all his way down into the ship's into the ship's door.
Sure.
I'm not giving him my weapon back.
If it
Al,
means
do you
we
want to
get-
give up one of your swords to Crusher as well? Ios pops his head up and laughs even more, and then he'll go down.
Fuck that guy. Yeah. Look, if we can get favour from at least one archdevil, I feel it's not wise of us to create an enemy of each ruler, of each layer of hell that we pass through.
Technically, you've kind
By
of.
his favor yourself.
I feel you kind of on neutral ground to Zariel. You killed Belle, which is a former archdevil, I guess.
Yeah, but she also was extremely pissed off at us and said if we didn't leave, she would allow a legion of demons to tear us apart, devils to tear us
Right.
apart.
Yeah,
so.
but she gave us a store though, so like.
Yeah, she gave
Yeah.
you
She
guys
loves
a
us.
store. That's true. Not
And
not very clear of why she did that
Yeah,
so far.
She loves us.
I
then,
don't
yeah,
think she
you're
does.
right. You have made enemies with the Tivolus, which is, I guess, technically not the ruler of the second level, but sort of is.
I've never even met that guy.
Neither
know
of
who
we,
looks like her.
thankfully.
Nobody met the Tivolus.
I'm on good terms with everybody. Crusher suddenly has lots of friends. He's realizing.
Technically, Crusher wasn't at the place where you guys broke the law first, so fair enough.
Yep,
But
yep.
obviously, I'm not
Lots of
going to
friends.
tell Theo69 my real reasons as to why I want to go to Mamon's palace.
Right. For greed.
I am Mamon.
All right. I think that's a good point to close it off here because we're 3 hours and 50 minutes in, and I have a hungry stomach. I am gonna say that was session 35 of the Chains of Asmodeus, revised. A little bit of a exciting one in terms of leveling up as well as getting into a new layer. Mostly just role playing and stuff, not really combat, but I'm thinking we'll get into some combat pretty soon, just because of your whole deal with Mammon, as well as this new creature that has claimed the inevitable trove. Which you
Hope
guys
it's not a
will probably
dragon.
have to pass.
Hope it's not a dragon.
Yeah. Who knows? All right.
Well-
That was the session. Everyone that's watching still in the VOD or on stream, thank you for watching. Thanks, players, for playing. It was fun.
Woo!
Thank you, Alex, for returning.
Thank you. I think I should be pretty consistent from here on out.
Great, man. That's good to
I
hear.
got a new person working on Sunday mornings who doesn't suck, so it should be fine.
Fun. Let's hope he keeps up.
Yeah, it's been a long time having someone who's not terrible in that time, and finally, I think I'm good.
What did you do again for work? What is it? What
He
did
runs
you do?
restaurants.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, and I either had no one or someone just awful to run the Sundays, and I'm finally switching out after this week. Somebody, so
Nice, man.
it should be great.
Congratulations. You deserve
Yeah.
a free Sunday, or at least a free Sunday.
Yeah. No, I'm
Yeah, free
I'm there
Sunday
for the night,
morning.
don't you worry. Yeah.
Yeah.
You at least
Come
deserve
there
to play
right after
D&D.
America, where work rules your life instead of life ruling work.
I have a
Hey, if I can hire like 5
Ian.
people.
Was that a Tim Hortons cup?
Of course it was. He's Canadian.
Blech.
There's like
You
a
know,
Tim
there's
Hortons
a Tim
on every
Hortons
corner.
near me, and
Is-
I ordered like breakfast from there once. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten in my life.
Don't get
They
food. Don't get food. Just get coffee.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now I
listen,
know.
It's
I don't
shit.
even know what a
it's
Tim
all
Hortons
shit.
is.
Yeah.
It's a fast food
Like
joint.
the bacon
Think
tasted
like,
like fake
Canadian
bacon.
McDonald's.
Yeah, I think so. In Canada, at least, Tim Hortons owns, or they Subway and Tim Hortons are the same owner, so it's like a lot of like similar stuff going on there. Do you have Subway? You have Subway?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, but I'm also pretty sure that food product laws are a lot tighter in Europe. So,
Yeah.
whatever stuff that makes our food taste good and is killing us, isn't in your food. So,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's
Probably makes
yeah,
sense.
it's the same with McDonald's in America tastes like so wildly
It's
different
awesome,
than what
yeah.
it does in the
Yeah.
UK. Because even Shake Shack is this like the difference in taste. Like if you obviously if you're American, then you don't actually know what the difference is. Have you not traveled? But having both from here and over there, it's a lot healthier here. Despite it's wild statement as well, considering it's fast food and it's not
Yeah,
meant to be
yeah.
healthy.
It's
But
I
it
didn't
is.
think food chemist was a job, and I now know food chemist is a job, and it's a scary one. So, but no one lives forever, right? Right?
Definitely not us.
Not in the real world.
Yeah. All right, I got a boogie.
All right.
By
Thanks,
the
y'all.
way,
Yep,
See you later.
by the
See
way,
you guys.
one last
Thank
thing,
you.
one last thing. We're not only gonna hopefully have Fook by next week, and like have 5 players, but Harvey has also messaged me, and I said to him like I don't know if I want to run 6 players, and also I've kind of locked into these the character arcs, but I did say like if you want to and you're able to, you're welcome to join for a session and like make like a little return visit, just for 1 or 2 sessions, and then see how that goes. So
It'll
A
just be
dinosaur
nothing,
shows up for 2
nothing but
Right,
weeds
right.
getting smoked for 2 whole
yeah,
sessions.
yeah.
You could be
So
like
he
a
might
sailor.
make a return somewhere in Mineros or somewhere along the line in our
A
sessions,
bong
and
appears in front of us, and out pops Brabber.
Oh no, we're in the weed hell.
I don't
Oh
even
my
know if he.
goodness.
Yeah,
That's not
I don't
sludge
even
we
know.
see.
Right. I don't even know if he wants to like play a new character or just one of it, like Zora's or one of the others. But you know, he'll at some point maybe make a appearance as well. I'm
Cool.
small
Yeah.
talking, but it's
That's
fun.
He has to
fun.
be
All
the
right, I got a boogie.
dinosaur with the magic ball.
Later, guys.
See you
guys.
later.
Bye,
Bye.
Enjoy,
guys.
guys.
Bye, everybody. Hey.
Deep in the heart where the tall trees rise, a secret realm beneath the skies. The moss it whispers the brook it hums, a woodland song where magic drums. Oh, the leaves they dance, the branches sway through the night and the break of day. Our The mushrooms glow in a silver ring. The forest breathes as the songbirds sing.